So let's just talk about it. Let me turn on the in-game stuff. And okay.
Let's change my icon now too, because it doesn't match anymore. Big L.
So, Mithdosica. For some, the name inspires terror that makes them wish to run and hide. For others, it is a far-off land of strange foreigners. But for the millions of souls who live within its border, it is a word that speaks to stability. Since the reign of the divine Aurelian Domitus Sol, the empire has been guided through nearly a century of peace. That peace, called the Pax Mithdosica, was not just a time void of major wars. It was a time of arts, science, and the arcane. It was when fathers could raise their sons, knowing they would not be taken by famine, war, or hardship. It was being able to walk from Flamium to Marsonia with a golden plate atop your head and being safe from banditry. But in 1274, that peace shattered. The peace lasted 99 years and 7 months. However, in the 71st year of Aurelian Invicta Sol's reign, a plague came from inside the Deadwood. The plague was named after the revered saint whose tears and hardship formed the Republic, Lucretia. The Lucretian plague was immune to magic and spread like wildfire. With the plague came war, famine, and the realities that the emperor had been able to insulate their people from came rushing back in. It's been 6 years, and while the plague has burned its way through what victims it could find, the wars and chaos it has created continue. The Galentine War ruined Transatlia and Regia Nova. Galadite raiders have attacked Regia and Sedalia. Hucksters and highwaymen plague Cisatlia, and even the heart of the empire, Mythasia. Protonic cults now battle the government in Pretonia, and out in Tabrash a whole new conflict has brewed. They call it the War on the Plains. 4 horrifically bloody years, Mythosia has battled the Tabrashan princes. The dragon, the man who started the war, is dead, but the war drags on. Fathers can no longer trust that their sons will survive. Bandits prowl the road, and at the edge of the empire, old foes thought long defeated rise again. In this chaos, the emperor has personally called upon each of you. The divine spark, the almighty given flesh. The third emperor, Aurelian Invicta Sol, has deemed you worthy for service within the great department of faith. You will be his judge, jury, and executioners, bringing law and order back, beginning the long and violent process of rebuilding the peace, heralding the return of the Pax Mithdosica. So, now I'm going to reveal the character creation sheet. This has all the details. And basically, I'm going to help the people who haven't made a character before through on how to do it. But these are all the rules. If for those of you who've made characters before don't have any questions, you can just do it that way. So I think we'll dive right in. You guys are going to be level 5, starting off with. The 3 races are going to be human, Galadrim half-elf, and Red Mountain Dawi. You can find the specifics of these races in rules, character creation, and then races and valor, so we'll talk about those. But generally, I tend to recommend for groups like this to try to figure out what sort of role different people in the group are going to take. I think Yogi, you said you wanted to be a warlock / like wizard type thing. So I think it's just good to work out who's going to be what.
I'm personally a massive fan of the martial classes. I can take fighter. Take a fighter of some kind, and I'm not sure quite fighter. What kind. Yes.
Okay.
What was that?
A nice generic fighter works just fine. Peach, do you know what you want to be? Do you have a rough idea?
Probably the Galadrim half-elf.
Okay.
Something magical.
Magical.
Yeah,
okay.
I want to play around with the magical characters.
Yeah, great. So we have, I'm just looking at which ones are restricted. So you can play any of the spellcasting classes, though I would recommend that you stay away from the ones that are related to necromancy, because Mythosia, more than most other states, despises necromancy. So you want to be very, very careful when it comes to that sort of thing.
Perfect. Yeah.
Wait, what about warlock memes with these?
Warlock is borderline. It's not, for most people who are warlocks, it's not like their eyes glow, so it's not obvious that they are, influenced in that way. But for necromancers, if you cast a necromancy spell, you casted a necromancy spell. It's pretty obvious.
Gotcha.
So you're going to want to be careful if you do that sort of thing. Bing.
Are people racist against half-elves in this place?
Not really. Mythosia is more so an imperial nation, meaning there's a lot of nationalism for the nation, and there's a lot of religious fervor behind the main religion inside the country. But there's not a lot of interspecies racism because they just don't have a lot of other species.
No racism in a Harkon campaign?
I know, it's one of the
I
only
think we're
places
on
in
the
the
wrong-
game.
on the wrong
We can't be
Oh,
trollkin or
shit.
half ogres or goblinoids.
There's there are no troll. Yeah, there's really no other group, so it's hard to.
The fact that he has two other options other than humans is already more than we've gotten so far.
Then for backgrounds, there's different names for a lot of them just to sort of fit into the Mithdosian culture, but they're the same as the major handout. And unfortunately, Charactermancer, you can use it. Charactermancer isn't wrong. It's just you're gonna have to do a lot of custom stuff because for character creation, I have a ton of custom things. So that's Peach, Yogi, Ethan.
Pugilist?
Dodo, what were you thinking about playing?
A pugilist.
Pugilist. Okay, great. And then Bing, what are you thinking about?
I don't know. I just want a big ass sword, dude.
A big ass sword. Well, I mean, we can just go through the classes. For big ass sword, there's Barbarian. All they do is stab things. There is Fighter, which is very generic, but they're subclasses where they tend to get most of their flavor. There's a Paladin. They have big ass swords. Those are sort of the three big ones: Barbarian, Fighter, and Paladin.
I could recommend Paladin. The fact that no one else seems to be running with healer.
Yeah, they can do a bit of healing. They also have magic, which is helpful.
Let's do it.
Some magic, some bonking. All good fun.
Your heads up, your
Tankin.
pugilist PDF does not work.
Oh, it doesn't?
No, it gives me a dead link.
Which
Oh,
pugilist?
Damn, it died. It should just be a generic pugilist thing. I have another one that I can find.
Okay.
I thought
I
the
will
square
prove
circle
monks
pugilist looked cool.
Can be good in Harkon's world.
Monks can be good as long as they're not monks. I have a PDF downloaded on my computer I can send you, but...
monks.
Yeah, dude, God, monks. They did exist in Valorous for a very short time, but never again. Fuck that class.
Was there.
Okay, pugilist.
Harkon had a boss get stunning striked one time and now he banned him.
Hey, I mean, that's honestly not that far off. Like, I'm not even gonna lie, that's pretty close to it.
Wait, what did he say?
He said a boss got stunning striked once and then Harkon banned the class. I mean, it's pretty close to what happened.
I mean, is it?
Is it really? I don't know. I just found them so annoying. They didn't match the theme at all. It's just super annoying.
Yeah, and the way Max played it didn't help much.
Yeah, true.
The theme, Kofka.
Yeah, he was like Zen. He was like, like being a Zen warrior. It's like, but that doesn't make a lot of sense. There's no Asian cultures in Valorous. It just doesn't make sense to have that culture. Yeah, I'm trying to find an updated PDF.
Did you say there's a lot of undead in this area?
Yes. So any sort of necromancy is going to be viewed with intense suspicion and hatred.
Got it.
Alex, is there Runic Knight in this just the Rune Knight subclass?
Yes.
Or is it a different
Yeah,
thing?
but it is a Dwarven exclusive.
Yes. I did notice that.
Indeed. Dota, I think this should be a functioning link.
Okay.
It's a little bit sussy, so you may just want to download the PDF.
Benjamin Huffman.
Damn, he really just sent me a virus.
No, I swear to God, it's not a virus, I swear. Okay, so to get started with, I gave you guys all access to sheets. I'm mostly going to be helping Bing and Peach make their characters. If the rest of you guys need help, let me know.
Did you want to D4 my subclass?
Which one? Oh, yeah, we can do that. Sure. You're going Warlock, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, which 4 did you pick?
Well, did you outlaw any of them that are on the list of allowed?
I don't remember. Let's check the character creation handout. Classes. I think no. I don't think I didn't reduce any of all the Warlock ones are allowed.
Okay. I think my 4 were Fiend, Noble Genie, Kraken, and Hexblade.
Wait.
Fiend, Noble Genie, Kraken, and Hexblade.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna move around. I'm gonna move around the order of that and then roll D4.
I was memeing saying if Lucius is the Kraken Warlock. Not the meme behind it.
Alright, roll a D4, Yogi.
2.
Okay, I know which one you are.
How's that gonna work with me making my character?
Basically, just do everything but the subclass, and then I will deal with the subclass portion of it.
Okay.
Yeah. Out of character, you're probably gonna figure out which one it is very quickly, but...
I mean, like, just knowing what spells I'm allowed to have will give it away.
Alrighty. So, Peach, let's make a character. So we're gonna use the character creation. We're gonna go into race, and you said you wanted to be a Galadrim half elf.
I I think so.
Okay, well, yeah, since you don't know much about the world, we can just sort of talk about the different groups. So humans are just your bog standard fantasy humans, majority population, and not just Mythdosia, but the whole world. Galadrim half-elves are from this war-torn island. It's horrible. It's been in a civil war for almost 100 years after their ruling dynasty was exterminated in an assassination. And they're basically become the main elven diaspora all across the world. Like, if you meet a half-elf, they're probably from Galadrim just because they're spread all across the planet. Red Mountain Dawi are basically, like, 200 years ago, a bunch of dwarves sitting in the mountains started wandering out to do trade with people, and they just never went back home. So that's what is called the Red Mountain Dawi, but the actual civilization that they come from is totally xenophobic and isolationist. So Red Mountain Dawi tend to live in very, very small family groups with only other Dawi, because they have no civilization, and humans only like them because they make them like trinkets and stuff.
So if my character was a Galadrim half-elf, she'd probably be xenophobic.
A Galadrim half-elf, I mean, potentially. Galadrim half-elves don't really have a home, per se, so typically they tend to take human names and, like, associate with human culture pretty heavily.
I see. Is it possible to be, like, a different kind of elf?
There are two other half-elves, but they tend to be highly, highly insular. One of them is a group of nomads that are basically being actively genocided, so they're not the biggest fan of humans at all. And then the other group is the Westbar half-elves, and they're not being genocided, but they're incredibly, how would I say it, self-righteous. They don't really like other people. The Galadrim half-elves are the most cosmopolitan. They actually like spending time with other races. They like to be social with humans.
Got it. Okay, I can fix her. It's fine.
Okay.
She won't be xenophobic.
Yeah, that's fine.
I'll fix her.
Yeah, there's always exceptions in a group. It doesn't have to be xenophobic.
Please tell me we're starting at level 3.
We're starting at level 5, actually. You guys all have sort of histories of your own before being selected to join this order. It's a bit of an honor.
I think I'm going to do the sweet science.
Okay, sounds good. I wonder how loud my keyboard is. Is it?
I'm going to read. I can't hear it.
Okay, that's good. All right, so Peach, you get 2 skills. Just for being a half-elf, you get to pick 2 skills. There's a super long list, so I think we'll come back to these later. But it's worth noting that half-elves get access to a very long list of... They get 2 additional skills on top of the ones they get from their class. So they can get a lot of...
What's their class?
Stuff. Well, it's up to you. That's for you to choose.
So I can pick a class?
Indeed.
And then I get to pick 2 extra.
Yeah, exactly, on top of your class. Alright, and then for Galadrim half-elf, so that's generic half-elf stuff. Galadrim half-elves just get a super wide stat spread. They get strength, dexterity, and constitution, and a little bit of training in a bunch of different weapon types, because they tend to be fighting a lot. Alright, militia weapons training.
They got magic?
They do not get inherent magic, no, but they get a buff to their charisma, and they're and a bunch of other random stats. But there is no race in Valorous that is inherently magical.
Got it. So they can't do any magic.
Not inherently.
Well, it depends on what class you pick.
Oh, okay.
So, your class. You said you want to play something magical, so we'll just go over the different types of magic that exist inside of Valorous. Generally, all magic comes from one of 2 sources: blood or toil. Blood is like your ancestor is magical, you just have a super magical bloodline, so you just happen to be a magical person with no effort. That would be sorcerer, warlock, wizard, basically those. Then there's toil, which means you've worked your entire lifetime to get this magic, or you've done service to some entity and been granted magic for that service, which is going to be cleric, druid, paladin, and yeah, so it's basically 3 of each. So sorcerer, warlock, wizard tend to be blood, and cleric, druid, paladin tend to be, toil across your life.
Are there any in like practical differences between them?
Yes.
Like, are the bloodline wizards stronger or something?
Yeah, it's just sort of different, the way that their magic comes from. So wizards, they get spell books, and those spell books contain all their spells. They can get access to a far wider breadth of spells, but they can still only cast the same ones. Warlocks can only cast 2 spells per rest, but they get a bunch of other features from the entity which gives them magic. And they tend to be warlocks. The only difference between a warlock and a cleric is a warlock has a single entity that supports it, whereas a cleric worships a god. So, like, warlocks and clerics, pretty similar. Not mechanically, but, like, lore-wise. Sorcerers are basically just, like, wizards, but with less access to spells, I guess. They have less of a breadth of spells, but they can modify their spells using something called metamagic. Paladins are just like the righteous holy warriors of faith. You know, they tend to wear plate armor, they tend to have shields and swords. They're like mostly fighter, partially magic user. Druid is sort of what you picture, like the classic fantasy trope of druid. They are in tune with nature. There's a bunch of like spells they have that allows them to talk to animals, change their shape, things like that. And then cleric is the classic priest from, you know, every fantasy game ever. They do healing, they can wear armor, but they don't have to. They're just a super well-rounded spellcaster. They're like the, you know, holy equivalent of a wizard. Now that was a lot of stuff.
The druid kind of caught my ear.
Yeah.
While you're working on the other ones, I'll probably like research into it online. But I like how druid sounds.
Okay. Well, yeah, if you're not sure on your class yet, I can hop over to Bing and we can come back to that.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
sounds good.
That's good.
All right.
Alex, I got a question real quick.
Yep.
It is supposed to be Mountain Dowie, right?
Indeed.
Not the,
Blue Mountain. Yes. Blue Mountain are not on this continent.
Okie dokie.
All right. Bing Chilling. How you doing, buddy?
Good, good.
Good. All right. What race are you thinking about?
I'll be the dwarf.
The dwarf.
Dowie.
Red Mountain Dowie. Okay, very cool. I believe, let me go look at their special trait for being Red Mountain Dowie. I think they get a bunch of random...
That's what I'm doing. You get a bunch of shit for being dwarf, stone cunning, dwarven combat training, dwarven resilience.
Very cool.
Beast.
Red Mountain Dowie get intelligence, which is cool. Alright. So, 2 dwarves. Interesting. Oh, they're also slow. I forgot about that.
Who's our other
25
dwarf?
speed. Ethan said he's going to go dwarf, probably.
Oh.
Yeah. He's also a dwarf IRL, GG.
You think that's funny, don't you?
I do think it's funny. You have no way to disprove me.
I'll have you know I'm actually a full 1 inch taller than you are.
That is true.
How long do elves live?
Galadrim half-elves live for
Yes.
60 to 90 years. Westbar half-elves live up to 400, and Athnoween like 200. It's a super widespread. Basically, the more human blood you have in your veins, the shorter you live. And the more elven blood you have in your veins, you live longer, typically. That's the reason the Westbar half-elves live so long is because they have these, like, basically eugenics bloodlines where they try to inbreed so they can live as long as possible. Using elven blood.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, it's...
Based.
I mean, you did benefit from that in the Riemann game, but...
Correct, which means there are 0 downsides.
Yeah, true. There's no downsides to inbreeding, surely. Surely. I forgot dwarves had so many features. Did I add these, or are these just, like, base? I feel like there's a lot.
Yeah, they're just kind of there.
Also, you all speak Mythos. You don't need to take that language. You're just going to speak it inherently, because people don't speak Common in the Empire. They speak Mythos. So it would be very weird if you didn't speak it.
We also speak Common.
Well, it depends on your race. I don't know. I think all races have access to Common, like, innately. But you are also all going to speak Mythos. You just have to.
Alright, cool.
Would be bad.
Make me.
Alright. Intelligence 2. Alright. Bingsamaa. We got your race selected. Red Mountain Dowie. Very cool. So, what class were you thinking, Bing?
Probably paladin. Do I pick like underneath? Like they have like different things that say like ancients, conquest.
Oh yeah, so that is going to be your oath. We will be picking that, but not right now. Your oath is essentially the way paladins work is they die. They die, and then their god, whoever it was, decided that their service in life was so spirited that they are going to bring them back on conditions, and those conditions are the tenets that you've been brought back with, and each of those different subclasses has different tenets that they abide by and features that you get from your god. Yeah, and tenets, depending on the god, they can either be followed to the letter, or they can be like general moral things. It really depends on the god you follow, but like the Jade Lady, for instance, if you do something that's unchivalrous, the lady will just strip you of your magic for a bit, even though you didn't violate the tenets like word for word. It's just sort of a yeah. All right, so Paladin, you get some skills, Bing. You've not played 5e before, right?
Nope.
Okay, so skills are essentially like generic things. So like perception is spotting. So if you're looking at an open field and you're trying to see a goblin, that would be perception. And all the skills have sort of applications like that where we just roll to see how you perform with that skill when you're trying to use it. So as a proficiency gives you a higher modifier to that attempt. So as a paladin, you can take 2 skill proficiencies from the list that I'm about to say, and if you have any questions, let me know. I think a lot of them are straightforward though. So the list that you can choose from is athletics, insight, intimidation, medicine, persuasion, and religion. And you get to take 2 of those.
Athletics and intimidation.
Athletics and intimidation. All right, yeah, that's a classic warrior thing to take.
What are the other languages options for this area?
There's a whole handout about languages in Valeros, general lore, and then it breaks down every language in Valeros by non-exotic and exotic.
Does Peach speak Elf by default?
She speaks Symbolin, not Elvish.
Symbolin.
Yeah.
Oh,
Also,
I'm
I'm taking-
also.
Okay, Bing. Now it is time to roll your stats. I think who is Galley? Is that you, Ethan? I'm guessing it's
me.
it's you. Okay. Did you already roll 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6? Wait, I don't think you meet the minimum. Do you have a total +4? I don't think you do. Yeah, you have to re-roll. Basically, I said that, so for rolling stats, if your total modifier was below a +4, then you have to re-roll, and your total modifier is below a +4.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, I wasn't paying attention. I was
those
not paying
stats are
attention to
terrible.
that, I guess.
Those are horrible stats. Yeah, so we'll do, yeah, Bing, I suppose we can have you roll your stats. The command is going to be...
That's what he goes to. You don't get it.
And roll 6 of those, Bing.
6 times.
Discouraged.
6 times. That's really bad. That's fine.
Oh my god, a 4!
A 4? Oh my god.
Oh, I see. Okay,
What
but
the fuck? What the
it
fuck?
balances out here. Okay, it balances out with this.
-3.
One more time.
+1, +2.
Wow,
+3,
that was a
+5.
roller coaster. What?
2,
That's
3,
So it's
wacky.
+4 total.
6,
Yeah.
1, 2.
All right. That is
So
super
he
wacky.
actually has a 4. Oh my god.
That's wild.
Wow.
That's the worst.
Dude, you have
That's
a
almost
you
the
have a
worst roll
4
possible.
instead.
Damn.
Wow.
Holy shit.
Okay, so anyways, the 6 stats that you'll be spreading these numbers across are strength, dexterity, constitution, intelligence, wisdom, and charisma. So you can basically choose how you spread your stats, but I'm just going to say for a paladin, strength, constitution, and charisma are your 3 most important stats. That 4 is going to be really bad. So what stat do you want to be terrible in?
Alright, so I have a +5.
Constitution and charisma are my big 3.
Yeah, strength,
Your big ones.
constitution, and charisma are your big 3.
Yeah.
Because it's always an issue, I'm going to send you a list of pictures on what I'm allowed to use as my character type.
Okay.
Put it in wisdom.
So you want to have a 4 in wisdom. So wisdom is like your... It's your... From a role-playing perspective, it would control how you sort of can process and understand knowledge. It's just like general, not like book knowledge of like, I'm just going to use a tomato example. Everyone uses this, but it's really good, which is intelligence related to a tomato is knowing that a tomato is a fruit. Wisdom is knowing that you like can use it to make a particular type of dish. You know, it's like it's knowing the properties of things in the world, even if you can't define them like from a book knowledge perspective.
Intelligence is knowing a tomato is a fruit. Wisdom is not putting it in a fruit salad.
Oh, there it is. That's the one. Yeah, I knew. I was close.
Yeah.
So if you want to have a 4 in wisdom, that's what that would be. And then mechanically, it's going to reduce your perception. It's going to reduce. I'm not sure what else honestly, I can't remember what else it reduces off the top of my head.
I was about to say that's a re-roll for Yogi, but never mind.
So do you still want to put it in wisdom?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, great. And then we'll spread you, since the rest of your stats are all 14, the only question is where do you want to put the 8? If you put it in intelligence, it'll even out. Because you're a dwarf, that 8 will be pulled up to a 10, which is neutral.
Okay, we can do that.
I am going to go. I have to go lower the flag on post, so
Alright.
I will return.
Yep.
Mhm.
Sounds good.
All right, I sent you a list of 4 images. Just make sure if they're all good, then I have to decide which one of those.
Okay. Oh, damn it! It's fucking all of them are in the same image. Oh, the top one you can't.
Yeah.
The rest are fine.
Wait, why not top one?
Someone's
Because
used the top one before.
Oh no.
What is important for a warlock besides charisma?
It depends if you're gonna go melee strength. If you're gonna do like range weapons dexterity, but honestly, it's charisma is a big thing. All right, so now being chilling. Now we get to the sort of character aspect of making a character. Which is your background. So there's a lot of them. So rather than reading through the whole list, I'm just going to point you towards the handout and you can sort of, look through its contents. So go to rules, character creation, and then backgrounds and careers. And that is a long document with a shit ton of different backgrounds. As you're looking at these, sort of think about the stats they provide, but also think about the sort of character that you want to create. So a dwarf who becomes a paladin. That means that they somehow died. So that's something to consider. And they're also a loyal servant of the Empire because they're now a judge. So, as you're picking your background, sort of think about that. All right, then I think we'll leave that there for now while you look at that. Peach, have you decided on your class?
Yeah, I'll be a druid.
A druid. Wonderful. There was one limitation for druids. Let me go check it. Classes. Oh yeah, I think that doing a Spores Druid would probably be a very bad idea. I don't know if you thought about your subclass. Yeah, Spores Druid is a subclass that is all about necromancy, which, as previously discussed, they're not a big fan of in the Empire, and it would just be like the whole time you'd be trying to avoid getting murdered, and I just...
Yeah, no, not very
just a
interested
bit
in that.
much. Alright, so the skills that you get to choose from as a druid are Arcana, Animal Handling, Insight, Medicine, Nature, Perception, Religion, and Survival. And you get to pick 2 of those.
Wait, can you repeat them? Sorry.
Yep. Arcana, Animal Handling, Insight, Medicine, Nature, Perception, Religion, Survival.
Got it. Okay. What is Arcana?
Arcana is like magical knowledge, looking at things from the perspective of the arcane. It is understanding magical history, things like that. A very wizardy thing. Like if you come across a magical item or a spell, Arcana is going to help you identify it.
Is there any reason why anyone in this world would want to kidnap a Galadrim half-elf and experiment on them?
Experiment on them. Yeah,
Yes.
I mean, there's always like creepy wizards sitting in towers trying to do wacky experiments.
I'm getting this calling to make her backstory freaky as fuck.
Yeah, I mean, the Galadrim has a whole bunch of warlords that have taken control of the island in the last 100 years, and a lot of them are pretty brutal. So yeah, I mean, her life before she came to the Empire could have been pretty horrific. In which case, you could take survival. That's like ability to survive out in the wilderness and stuff. So if a part of her life was like on the run or something, that would be a useful skill.
Ah, I see. If she's a druid, does that mean last time that we did a little campaign, someone was able to turn into animals? Is that necessarily what druids do?
Yeah, all druids can turn into animals. There is a specific subclass which specializes in turning into animals, though, and is able to do it more effectively than other druids.
Okay. And Lucas had a special ability once where he turned into a spider, and I thought that was really cool. What is that?
I think that was... Let me just check Manfred's sheet. I can just figure it out. I don't remember what spell it was, to be completely honest. I know he's a wizard, so it must have been Polymorph. Let me see. Spells. Spelling message. Oh, that was Find Familiar. He had he didn't turn into a spider, but he had a little summoned spider that...
he could look through the eyes of it.
Yeah, that he could, operate like a puppet, essentially.
And druids do that as well?
Let me check. I actually don't think so. I think that's a wizard exclusive, but let me see. I think they can...
Or warlock.
Oh, let's take a look. It is a wizard exclusive, yeah.
Okay, got it.
But you'll be able to actually turn into those animals rather than just looking through the eyes of one.
Should I ignore starter equipment? You'll give us that later?
No, actually, you're going to be taking that.
Okay, so just 20 words for the character.
Oh yeah, equipment-wise, you guys are going to be getting your background equipment, your actual class equipment, as well as one uncommon magical item. Or sorry, one common magical item. Yeah, so skills, you can take survival, if you want to sort of stay in the vein of like a survivor. Nature is a useful one. Medicine, useful one.
What does nature do?
Nature has to do with sort of book understanding of the natural world. It scales off of intelligence, so it's like seeing a plant and knowing what it's used for. Survival is like tracking and living in the wilderness. Nature is understanding the types of things that are in that section of wilderness.
Got it. And what does animal handling do?
That would be, so anytime you're trying to like approach a normally hostile animal, or even like control a horse or anything related to animals, is just going to be a flat animal handling check to see if you're able to like calm it down or mount the creature, or do something like that.
Got it. Well, I'll take survival.
Okay.
My second one, I'm not sure yet.
Well, you're going to get a lot more skills from your race and your background, so you're not super locked into it. Whatever you pick, you're going to get a bunch of more skills.
Do you recommend anything?
Perception is super good. I mean, perception is just one of those things where like it's just an incredibly good ability in almost all contexts, because seeing and being able to know what things are is super useful.
I'll go for that then. I'll do survival and perception.
Okay. Alrighty, so that is class. Now we get to your abilities. So you saw what Bing rolled, I think. So just roll that 6 times, and I'll put the command in chat again, just in case.
Okay.
What's considered my spellcasting ability as a pugilist?
I don't think you have one.
It makes
You
me
have
choose
spells?
one. That's what I'm
No,
asking.
you should be able to click none, because you have no spells.
How many times do I do this?
I guess I'll
6
leave it on
times.
choose.
6. Oh god, a 5.
4,
I think you're going to need to reroll.
5.
Okay, that's 3,
3,
1,
4.
but then there's a negative. Yeah, you need to Alright, those were some really bad rolls, so roll another 6, because your total
It's
modifiers is below a +4.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's okay.
That's better. This is good.
And yep, that's now a viable character, so hopefully the other 2 are next to it.
5.
There you go. That's
One
good.
more.
6.
That's
Okay.
very solid. That is a super solid character. Not bad at anything. Yeah, it's super solid. Wait, Yogi, did you roll an 18? Jesus
I
Christ,
did.
your rolls are insane. Rush
Only-
was an insane character. This is an insane character.
Rush had 2 18s, I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure.
that was ridiculous. Alright, so yeah, Peach, for druids, the only stat that really directly impacts them is wisdom, because that's what all their spells scale off of. It determines, yeah, it's mainly their spells. So you probably want to put your highest stat, your 15, into wisdom, but the rest of your stuff you can sort of spread out however you want. I went over the ability scores earlier, but if you want, I can go over them again. So where do you want to put the 10? We'll start with the lowest one.
Wait, what are the categories again?
There's strength, dexterity, constitution, intelligence, wisdom, and charisma.
Is that enough to reroll or
Strength,
no?
dexterity, constitution.
Intelligence and wisdom and charisma.
You keep that.
Damn it.
It's a +5.
Got it.
So strength and dex are going to be either strength is melee fighting, dexterity tends to be ranged fighting, constitution is your health, your physical hardiness, intelligence is like book knowledge and general understanding of the world, I'd say. Charisma is your ability to like convince people to, persuasion, deception, all that stuff. So where do you want to put your lowest stat, your 10?
I'm going to go from the top. So with 15,
Okay.
I'm going to put that in wisdom because
Okay.
you said that's important.
Yep,
Right?
100%.
Okay, I will do that.
14. So high,
I have
but
two
not your
15s,
highest.
don't I?
You do? Oh, I see what you're saying. You're just going from the highest numbers down to the lowest. I see. Yeah, then where do you want to put your second 15?
Do you recommend that I focus on just my overall health?
I mean, Constitution is good for literally every character ever because it just gives you more health and makes you harder to kill. There's no person I'd ever say it's bad on.
I'll go for strength.
Okay, 15.
Yeah.
Okay, strong.
I just want her to be good at melee.
Yep, that would make someone good at melee, 100%. 14. You have 2 14s.
I'll put Constitution at 14.
Okay, second 14.
I will put Intelligence.
All right, so all that's left is Dexterity and Charisma. So which one do you want to make the higher one?
Yeah.
Yogi?
Dexterity is going to make you harder to hit.
I think for druids at scale, I think they have a... Actually, never mind. I was going to say I think they have a special ability that makes it scale off Constitution, but I don't think that's druids. So yeah, Dexterity will make you harder to hit.
Yeah, I'm probably going to put my 12 in Dexterity and just not be a very charismatic character.
10 is average, actually. You just rolled really good stats,
Yeah.
so you are
You
above
don't have
average
a 4
in
like
everything.
Bing.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Or Bing.
Yeah. All right, so...
And is it possible to say that I want her, like, familiar? I want her to be able to turn into a snake. A big,
yeah, we'll talk about druid
white
transformations
snake.
in a bit, but that'll be totally reasonable, yeah. So I'm going to go help Bing with his background now. So do you know how to get to the backgrounds and career sheets to take a look and see what you want to take?
Hell no.
Okay. That is totally fine. So do you know what the journal tab is in Roll20? It's the third
Oh wait,
from the
under
left.
character creation?
Yeah, rules, character
Background
creation,
and
backgrounds,
career?
and careers. Yeah, take a look through that handout and just see what inspires
Got
you.
it.
There's a huge table of contents with all the different backgrounds. Let me know what sounds good to you.
Amazing.
8 gold.
Amazing. Bing, chilling.
Yeah.
Which background looks good to you, man?
The Unlanded Knight.
Unlanded Knight, which we are renaming to Centurion for the purposes of this campaign. I think that has a lot of overlap with the skills you already took from your class, which means we're going to want to change those ones on your class, I'm pretty sure. Let me look. Unlanded Knight. Knight Unlanded. Here we go. They get athletics. All right, so yeah, we want to go back to your class, and we want to... So you took athletics and intimidation for your paladin thing. We want to change athletics to something else because you get that from your knight class. So insight, medicine, persuasion, or religion. Which one?
What does Insight do?
Insight is your ability to read people's social cues and gestures. People try to use it like a lie detector a lot, but more accurately, it just sort of tells you about the other person's body language.
I guess Insight.
Okay. All right, so now your background. Centurion, which means you served in the Imperial Legions at some point. Probably how you died, all things considered, but not necessarily. All right. Yeah, once we get the basic characters done, that's when we'll start talking about some of the stories of how you guys got into the great departments, but we'll save that for later. All right. There's also going to be a lot of overlap between what skills you're getting from being a knight and what skills you're getting from being a paladin, but that's not a problem. You're just going to be very proficient in these things.
Hey.
Oh, wait, you're a dwarf with a riding ability. That is very funny. Dwarves on horses look a little bit ridiculous.
Got a
like,
giant dog.
Yeah, because they're like 4 feet tall, and well, they'll like they're huge. They're also super heavy, so they'll like crush any small animals. So you have to put them on just giant horses.
Yoda, are you a human?
Yes,
Loser.
always. Hey man, if Tiefling was a fucking option, I'd be it.
And it never will be.
Here we
Giga
are.
Chad.
What if you do like a hell campaign?
Oh wait, sorry. There's also two special backgrounds that I added in for this campaign. The first is Frumentari, which is a type of Mithdosian spy that speaks a special spy language, and then a Republican senator, in the sense that Republican as in pro-democracy, not in the sense of the modern political party, because before it became an empire, Mithdosia used to be a republic. So a Republican senator, you would be someone that wants to return to the days of the Republic and overthrow the emperor. Alright, so now we are having our thing.
What do you suggest for pugilists? None of these backgrounds really standing out to me.
Pit Fighter is a classic one, like Gladiator type beat, which is just a modified
That's
like,
the one.
men at arms. I don't know. It's hard. It's hard to fit.
It's not listed in the backgrounds and
What are you
careers.
thinking?
Oh, interesting.
Harkin, do you think Spellcaster would work as a good background for me?
Yeah, so those would be registered Imperial spellcaster.
Right.
So that's totally fine.
Okay.
So,
Yep.
question. The background, is that like how the character grew up,
Oh,
or
it's
what they were
Gladiator.
doing immediately before this campaign?
It's just a super general guideline. It's basically a career that you had at one point in your life.
Got it.
Yeah. All right, Bingsamaa. You get a shield and any martial weapon you choose. So Your dwarf, what weapons does he use? A shield and what else? A shield and an axe, a shield and a sword, a shield and a hammer, a shield and a, I don't know, two-handed great sword.
I thought he wanted a two-handed big boy
do you want to
sword.
just be huge?
Yeah.
You just want to have a huge weapon? Alright, two-handed great sword it will be.
Do it up.
Alright, now we get to spells. I don't think you get any spells at level 1 as Paladin. Okay, I didn't think so. Alright, now we get to the fun part, which is your name. So I have a name list for Silver Mountain Dowie and Blue Mountain Dowie, and I think the Blue Mountain Dowie is going to be the most applicable here. So I don't think I can... There it is. Okay, so do you see this list?
Yeah.
You can either roll on this list or just pick, whatever sounds good to you. The clan names are wrong, but Red Mountain Dowie have been disconnected from Dwarven culture so long, their last names kind of don't matter. Also, you can take a Mithdosian name if you want. So you can either take a Dwarvish name or a Mithdosian name. It's really up to you. Your family has probably been living in the Empire for a generation or two, because there's no new dwarves coming from the mountains anymore.
I'll go with Fargrim. That sounds
Fargrim.
cool.
All right. And then for your clan name, would you like to stick to a very traditional Dwarven name or just go with a human last name?
We can go human, sure.
Okay, so this is the Reginian Republic. You'll see sort of at the top of the handout, they have sort of wacky naming schemes. They don't just name themselves, Brutus Decius. They name themselves, their name, their father's name, then their family name. So if you want to stick, partly Dwarvish, partly human, you probably just want to take a human family name. So you can roll a D18 or just scroll down to the family name section and pick one.
Lucius.
All right.
Oh,
Fargrim,
no.
Lucius. Okay.
I
Then
don't know.
Red Mountain
There's a
Dowie.
Lucius in a different campaign.
There is.
Okay.
Red Mountain Dowie typically live, I'm going to double check this before I say it, but I think they live about 200 years. No, sorry, 350 years. Good God. So how old do you want to be? 350 years would be like brink of death, like 90-year-old. 50-year-old would be a fully matured adult. So between 50 and 350 is, adventuring range.
100.
All right, a youngster. All right, height. Dwarves tend to be between 4 and 5 feet tall. 5 foot is like the maximum, though.
What's the maximum?
5 feet.
Let's do 4'7".
4'7". All right, about a full foot shorter than most humans. The average weight is about 150 pounds, but you could weigh more or less. How much do you want to weigh?
We'll just go with the average.
All right, that's why they exist. All right, eye color. So now we get to the fun part, which is sort of talking about which god you worship, because your eye color is directly correlated with that. So let's talk about religions in the Empire, and this is useful for everyone. It's good to get to this now. So within the Mithdosian Empire, officially, there is a state religion. It is the worship of Aurelian's soul. However, due to the complexities behind the Empire forming, a lot of local areas were allowed to keep their own religion. So right now there's about 3 religions in the Empire, 4 technically, but mostly 3. The principal faith and the official state religion is the worship of Aurelian's soul, also known as the Almighty, also known as the Divine Flame. He is a monotheistic god, one of the only in Valeros, and the emperor of Mithdosian Empire is seen as a living god, an aspect of Aurelian's soul living on Earth. So that's that religion. Then there is the Hellion pantheon, which is this sort of complex coagulation of 5 different gods. It's a whole pantheon of 5 different gods. For a paladin like you, there's Kuravosh, the judge bearer, who weighs people's actions and deeds in the afterlife, and also is like this paragon of order. And then there's Rais, the god king, who is seen as like sort of duality. That's like he's the god of duality, essentially. So those are there's also nature spirits that are worshipped, but those are very local. They're not like a super organized religion. So did any of those stand out to you as like something you'd want to follow?
Who's the second guy, the judge?
Kuravosh, the judge bearer.
Yeah.
Sounds cool to you?
Sounds cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, then that would mean your eyes would be glowing yellow. Alright, hair and skin we will save until we find a token for your character. Alright. We're going to level you up to level 5, and then we will go look for a token and finish off the character. So, alright, let's get you up to level 5. We're going to roll for HP in this campaign, so you need to roll. Let me see what you need to roll. I don't remember the dice.
I think it's a D12.
D10 for
Oh, it's a
Paladin.
D10.
So roll 4d10, Bing Chilling.
When you get a chance, I want to confirm with what your gladiator has. Make sure I'm looking at the right thing, because it's not listed.
Okay, I'll take a look at that. 18,
Oh,
that
wow.
is significantly below average.
Oh, come on.
I got 2 max HPs. Very nice.
Alright, so now you get to pick your oath. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 oaths. One of them is for a naval campaign, which, so, I mean, unless... we're just going to cut that off, because, I mean, you could take it, but I really don't want you to, like, cuck yourself into being a huge ocean guy when there's not a lot of time spent on the ocean. So, realistically, there's 6 oaths that you can choose from. Since you're picking Kuravosh, that sort of limits it a tiny bit more into, like, 5. So, there is Conquest. Conquest is about exerting the will of your god and your group, whatever that is, onto other people. It's about fear, it's about conquering, it's about brutality to secure power. Crown is about loyalty to state institutions. It's like hyper lawful. It believes in superiority over yourself, like you have a chain of command you have to report to. It's, you know, very, very lawful. Devotion, you like love the people and wish to serve them and wish to make people's lives better. Redemption is you did something horrible and now you want to make up for that. And vengeance is you want to hunt down a thing, a person, or just a concept that has harmed you or a group of people.
Conquest.
Conquest. Alrighty.
Yeah, that one's sick.
Through that.
Sounds good. Wait, I'm hearing echo. How's that? Oh, I know what it is. Whoops. There we go. Wait, shit. Did it adjust my setting over here too? Gah. That's annoying. There's just a very slight echo on my end. That's frustrating. Alright, so you said Conquest?
Yeah.
Okay, great. I will add that then. So, fighting style.
Two-handed, right?
Oh yeah, sorry, yeah, that's obvious. Great weapon fighting, because you want a two-hand shit. Okay, so now at level 4, you can increase one of your stats, or you can take a feat. Frankly, I would recommend increasing one of your stats, because strength or charisma, you probably want to increase one of those, and they're not very high at the moment. Whoa, that's really loud. So yeah, you could increase your charisma to a 16, which would mean that your spells do more damage. You could increase your strength to a 16, which would mean your axe, like your sword, does more damage. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll do strength.
Sword? Okay. I am seeing the pattern here.
Yeah.
Alright.
Impose
so
my will.
now there are your spells, of which you are going to get 4 of. Now there's a lot of spells in this game, so rather than, you know, like listing them and stuff, I'm going to say some spells I think would be good for you, and then you can tell me if you want to take them. So first of all, Shield of Faith, I think it would be really good, because it just increases your AC when you cast it. Which means your AC is your armor, essentially. So it makes you more armored as a bonus action. It's just a goated spell. So do you want to take it?
Oh, what else is there?
There's 3 different types of smites, all of which just increase the damage of your weapon. There is Cure Wounds, which is a touch healing spell for your allies. There's Command, but you get that from Conquest, so you don't really need to take it here. There is...
Do AC.
Which one?
We can do the first one, the AC
Okay.
increase.
And then, do you want to take any of the 3 smites, like to empower your weapon when you strike things?
Yeah.
Okay, so there's a Searing Smite, which set things on fire. There's a Thunderous Smite, which, you know, shock, like Thunderclap. And then there's a Wrathful Smite, which does psychic damage to them.
It also scares them, right?
Yes, it frightens them. Sort of synergizes with the whole Conquest thing.
Yeah, do it.
Okay. Alright, then we have our level 2 spells. And from this one, Prayer of Healing is just goated in the sauce. It's a 10-minute casting, so you can't really do it in combat, but it just heals your entire party by a whole bunch. But that's if you want to be a healer. If you don't want to be a healer, there's Magic Weapon, which makes your weapon magical, just empowers it for a short time. And Branding Smite. Branding Smite makes it impossible for people to be invisible. It makes them easier to hit, makes them visible, and strikes them with radiant power. So I think you'd like Branding Smite just because, it's a smite. And then if you want to be a healer, more utility for the party, Prayer of Healing could be good. But Magic Weapon, just makes your weapon magical and do more damage.
Let's be helpful to the team. Do the healing.
Okay. And then do you want to take the smite?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright. There we go. A nice and simple level 5 paladin. I will add your Oath of Conquest stuff. And then you can start looking for art for your Dwarven paladin. Tenets of Conquest. Oh yeah, you're going to want to read your tenets at some point. We don't need to go over them right now, but eventually, one day. Because if you violate these tenets, Kuravash will revoke your magic. Maybe not permanently, but at least for a short time. Gods tend to be pretty intense sticklers about that.
Where do I...
They're in your sheets in the features section, which there's a lot of features because dwarves just get a lot of shit. Dota, how you doing? How's your character creation going?
Oh, sorry, Speeded. I need what you consider gladiator because it's not in your list.
Oh, just take a men-at-arms and then modify it.
Second.
Okay. Guided Strike has been added. Dota left. Alright.
What?
Nah, I was just reading something in chat that Yertle said. It was funny. Don't worry about it. I'm schizo posting. Okay.
Oh, what name list should I look for if I'm Mithdosian?
Reginan Peninsula.
Okay. And then as a spellcaster, I'd probably be noble, right?
Most certainly, yeah. You probably have oh yeah, we'll have to talk about clans in a sec. I'm just trying to get everyone's basic stuff sorted out before that, though. Because clans and dynasties are a very strong part of Mithdosian life.
I have returned.
Welcome back, Ethan. How was the flag?
A little bit wet, and it got stuck on the flagpole. But other than that, not too bad.
Very cool. Why was it lowered? Was it raised? Why?
Because that happens on military bases. You raise the flag at the beginning of the workday, and you lower it at the end of the workday.
Oh, that's weird.
And you need someone to do it.
Huh. Wacky.
Yep.
Alright.
Which is the way.
We've almost finished one character.
Oh, shit!
Yeah. Fastest pace around. Alright. And then we have Spirit Weapon. Alright, Bing Chiling. There's some, there's still a bunch of shit to do, but now you can start looking for art because the actual mechanics of your character is done. So.
Awesome.
Clap up.
Oh yeah, I guess we'll have to look
so,
at art.
I was gonna go help out. Dota, for your thing, yeah, you can take a Men-at-Arms and reskin it.
Is athletics and survival instead of athletics and intimidation? Or do I need to reskin it?
You can... Yeah, just take those same skills, and if you get them from your class, you just change the ones you get from your class.
Okay.
Okay. Peach. Have you selected a background?
Oh, I was muted. Oops.
Yep.
I think I'm going to either be a slave background.
Okay.
Because...
Oh.
What was that noise, Yogi?
I was just surprised. I don't know.
Okay.
Because I kind of want the backstory of my character to be when she was young, some psycho took her and saw something in her, but wanted to either experiment on her or, I don't know, keep her for some reason.
Sure.
In this little psycho basement. And she had to kind of grow her powers through that.
Yeah.
So the slave background would make sense with that. After that, I think that she would have escaped, survived in the wild somehow, stumbled upon a town. Eventually, she would have been a hunter. I don't know which one, or a duelist, but I don't know which one to choose. Should I choose slave just because that's like...
Yeah, so I think for abilities wise, like in terms of background you're gonna select, one of the things you're sort of selecting for is skills. So if you think about the types of, so the slave that is listed here is like a house servant. They give you performance, you get performance abilities, you learn artisan's tools. That doesn't really, it's not really about being a prisoner in a basement, even though, I mean, technically the word sort of entails that. So hunter could be good. If you're, I think just like skills wise, I think it's useful, as well as like background wise, I think it could be useful. And then the other one you said was, you said hunter,
duelist.
slave. Which one? Oh, duelist. Let's take a look. Judicial duelist. I made this one a long time ago. I don't remember what it does. Oh, this is interesting. Yeah, I mean, so hunter would make you more like a survivalist, you know? It'd be more about the wild and being very in tune with that side, whereas duelist, you would definitely be leaning into the strength side of your character, like heavily into the whole melee focused thing, which both are fine, so it's just your choice at that point.
Do you recommend any that would be good?
Hunter or duelist? I mean, I think that at some point you had to build your reputation in Imperial society to be selected for this job, so duelist is pretty useful in that regard, because if someone saw you as a judicial duelist beating another famous one, then that would instantly like increase your reputation, so it could explain why you were selected for this job.
Got it. Okay, I'll do duelist then.
Alrighty. I will add that to the sheet. Whoop. Okay, Roll20 was having a stroke there for a second. What are you rolling for, Yogi? Oh, I see what you're rolling for.
Alex,
yes.
How available would firearm ammunition be?
Very much so.
Here?
They have whole regiments of arquebusiers in the legions.
Oh shit, okay. Entire character is being changed, I think.
You're gonna go become a, what are they called? Gunslinger?
I think so, yeah.
Okay. Very cool.
Yeah. Which means I think no more dwarf.
Sad. Alright, you also get one non-exotic language for being a duelist. You already speak Mithdosian, Common, and Symbolan. That's 3 languages. Other languages that would be useful would be Tabrashan, Protonic.
Good counting, Alex.
Wait. Common, Symbolan, Mythos. That is 3, fuck you.
Got him.
So yeah, Tabrashan or Protonic could both be useful. Tabrashan is spoken by about a quarter of the Empire. Protonic is spoken by like a sixth.
Are there any kind of like demonic languages? Kind of like, or any languages that like evil people would speak?
Not really.
No?
I mean, like technically Goblinoid could be considered an evil language, I guess, but it's certainly not cosmically evil. It's just goblins tend to be opposed to humans in most areas they inhabit.
Got it. I'll take whatever the second most common language is.
You can take Goblinoid. There's no harm in it. If you ever encounter a Goblinoid tribe, it could be useful.
Yeah,
we just wiped them all out.
Evil dude that's
we don't negotiate with
in his
terrorists.
basement might be speaking evil language.
Oh yeah,
I learned.
Probably yeah. There is unfortunately no evil language in that way.
Yeah, like
What's the
satanic or
naming?
some shit. I got it.
How's the naming scheme working again with these bouts?
Reginan. Oh, just at the top it explains how it works. For Reginan, the Da we won't ignore it because you're not a dwarf. Lama.
Oh, okay. There's some cool names on there.
Yeah, but you're not a dwarf, Lameo.
Cringe.
It was adopted by dwarves. Come on.
Yeah, come on, man.
Yeah, sure. Sorry, I'm so insensitive.
They taught me how to bar fight.
Bullying shunt.
All right, class equipment. You probably. Oh, interesting. Okay, now we get to your spells, Peach. This is I'm gonna do the same thing with Bing. I'm just gonna recommend stuff, and if you want it, let me know. If not, don't, because there's just way too many spells to go through the full list. So Shillelagh, I think, is almost like necessary if you're gonna go melee druid, because it gives your weapon, it empowers your weapon to become a bigger damage dice than it was previously. So it's just good.
What's it called?
Shillelagh. Indeed.
Like a
Shillelagh.
Yeah, like a club.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
I think another one that would be good would be, well, Druidcraft is like one of the coolest spells in the game because it just allows you to do like make a small tree, like summon a very small sapling, or turn leaves into a different color because the seasons change. Like it just allows you to do all sorts of mild, very small visual changes to nature, which I think is cool. From a role-playing point of view, but from a mechanical point of view, there's Thorn Whip, which just basically you can lift like roots out of the ground and attack people with them. But yeah, I think either of those two would be good, Druidcraft or Thorn Whip.
Is there like a master list of the spells?
Yes, I will link you a website that you're gonna wanna, when you get to this website, you're gonna wanna sort by class. Druid. So there's a little drop-down menu and you can click Druid, sorting it by that.
Got it.
Yeah. While we're doing this, Bing, can you do me a favor?
I'll go through that.
Okay, sounds good, Peach.
Yeah.
Bing, can you go to the background that you did on Land at Night and then read the equipment section and start adding that to your sheet? If you have any questions, I can help you out.
Okie
Yes, Peach.
I want her like animal form to be a snake, but I want it to be a venomous snake. Does that mean I have to choose something here?
No. What do you call it? Druid? No. Shapeshifting? There it is. Shapeshifting is totally separate to spells. They're like two totally different mechanics. All you're looking at right now is you're going to take 2 cantrips and 3 first level spells. That's it. The shapeshifting thing is totally separate to spells.
But she can be a venomous snake.
Technically, yeah. We'll talk about that once we get there. Basically, shapeshifting has some specific restrictions related to the CR, which is like it's called challenge rating. It's like how strong the creature is. Mm-hmm. And normal snakes, I could say absolutely you can turn into those because I know what their CR is, which is pretty low. I think venomous snakes, though, especially depending on the snake, can be a very high CR level. So I don't know. It depends. We'll
negotiate.
Yeah, we'll negotiate. Exactly. We'll negotiate.
Okay.
Or take Moon Druid.
Or but that just makes her better at shapeshifting. It wouldn't mean that.
Well, you get a higher CR, don't you?
Yeah, that is true. But you need to get to a pretty high level before you can turn into anything cool. Like, I think at 18th level you can turn into a CR3 creature. That could be a little bit of exaggeration, but not like a lot.
So I get how many? What's the level of spells?
2 cantrips and 3 first level.
Got it.
Yeah. All right.
Arkin, is the character Mancer busted? Because it only let me choose the Fiend.
You need to do tons. Oh yeah, for the subclasses it is. You have to add that manually, but everything else you can do custom.
Can you delete my character and make me a new one?
No,
please?
God no. We can just unfiend it.
No, I don't. I have to uncharacter Mancer it because I've been doing custom.
No, that's fine.
Okay. Is it? How do
yes.
I?
Okay. Wait, it looks fine. What do we need to change about it?
I don't know how to use the character Mancer. It says level 5 already. I haven't leveled up at all.
What?
I don't know.
Okay, I can reset the character sheet and we can work our way through it together. Smile.
Awesome.
Alex,
yeah, what's up?
I have a feat in mind that isn't on the feat list.
Ooh, a feat.
But it's also not in the banned feat list.
Okay, then that's allowed. Feats are one of the only things where I just blacklist them as they come along, and if this pisses me off like 2 sessions into the game, it's getting banned. So I
wonder what caused you to ban 2/3 of the banned.
I wonder who did that. Yeah, I wonder who made a min-max character. Yeah, that guy was broken as fuck.
For no reason.
Yeah, sure, no reason.
Oh lord,
I swear. All right,
no reason.
All right.
Too easy.
I will make you that sheet.
Awesome. Oh, I changed my background to the Mithdosian spy.
Oh, for Mentari? Those guys are sick. And there's even a couple in the city-state.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Did you say if we're waiting on
Context.
clan names, or can I pick any of these in the list?
Oh, actually, yeah. So we're at a little bit of a pause point. So since some of you guys are further in the process, let's talk about clans in Mythdosia. So, in Mythdosia, well, the Regina handout has a sort of explanation of this. Let me pull that up on stream so everyone can see it. Inside of Mythdosia, names are structured a little bit weird. You have a very high-level nobleman will have 5 different names. He'll have his name, his father's name, his family name, his clan name, and his ancestor name. But clans are not like family. It's not like you, your brother, your dad, you all have a clan. Clans are these colossal conglomerates of hundreds and hundreds of noble people. And clans are also, they're written into the very fabric of the empire in the sense that they hold political office because they are a part of that clan. And 5 of the biggest administrative bodies in the empire are run by specific clans. So when you're picking a clan, it's not just like your family, it's your entire like political identity. They're partly political parties, partly familial connections. They're very, very important to people. So picking your clan is actually a pretty important part of things. And all of you guys are probably going to have one if you've been selected for this job.
So how do we pick which one? Do we pick any?
Well, there's little descriptions of what they are, but yeah, other than
But
the
all of them are
description,
allowed.
yeah.
That's basically what I'm asking.
Oh,
Okay.
oh yeah. They're all allowed. All of them exist, so they're all allowed. Oh, sorry, Perusian is not allowed. Everything but Perusian is fine.
Which one's Perusian?
Perusian means you're related to the emperor,
Oh man.
which is a very, very, very small number of people.
Nads.
Yeah. All right, Yogi, you have access to your sheet.
Okay. Where's the level up for character man?
You click. So when you open it up, it says, "How do you want to create this character?" And you just click "Use the character."
It doesn't have that. I don't have that.
Okay. Then you click on the cogwheel. Now you go to the bottom right where it says Launch Level 1 Charactermancer. And once you're level 1, then you click Launch Level Plus Charactermancer.
If I click the cogwheel.
Cogwheel.
Which
right.
one?
Bottom right. You're in the
Okay.
right tab. Launch Level 1 Charactermancer.
Oh,
Move.
this one.
Did it work?
I think so.
Okay, then yeah, do that whole thing. And then after you're done, you go to that same section, you click Launch Level Plus Charactermancer.
Bro, these names are long as hell. What the fuck?
I know, they're incredibly long names, dude. You should see your boss's name. That guy has like 5 fucking names.
Should we touch ancestor names or no?
No, probably not. I mean, basically, an ancestor name just means that you are descended from one of those famous people. It's generally reserved for like the highest levels of nobility in the entire empire. So someone like Yogi may have it because he's a spellcaster, but most people aren't going to have it. All right.
Which one?
Ancestor names.
Hmm.
Also, even though your name's going to be like super fucking long, you're really only going by like one part of it. So
Yeah.
your name
Well,
is
it's
Lars.
gonna-
Yeah, Lars, Gaius, Quintus, Longinus, Sextus. You're going to be going by like Lars.
What?
Wait, there's another Lars?
I think that's Lars.
Longinus.
Longinus, yeah.
Wait, did someone else pick Lars?
No one else. I was just giving a
Okay.
random example I made up.
That changed my name. I sent you what
yeah,
I
that
have.
works. That's a correct name. Lars Aurelius Titus Regia, yeah. Okay, Bing, how is your equipment coming along? Or have you found a picture that you want to use?
I have no idea what I'm doing.
Okay. That is fine.
I was trying to find that like name thing that you were.
Okay, yeah, you know what? Just ignore it. Don't worry about it. Just look for a portrait, like a picture online of what you want your dwarf to look like. You know, things like dwarf paladin, things like that. And once you find one, just send it to me.
You said Protonic is the most common, or Tabrashan?
Tabrashan is the second most common.
Okay.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. My thing's just stuck on saying building your character. It's not
That's
actually
fine.
making anything.
I've had that happen before. It's fixable.
Okay.
In very, very, very rare circumstances, I've had to fully remake the character, but most of the time it's fine.
What do I do? Just wait?
Yeah, just wait. And if it really doesn't work, you refresh the sheet and then, yeah.
Okay.
Hope it works.
So it's saying required for subclass, and only the fiend is allowed.
Just
So
don't
do I
select
just put
anything. Just
unknown?
don't- yeah,
Well,
just
it's
select
I can't. I don't know if I can click next.
You can.
Okay.
You absolutely can. Dodo, which sheet is the one that you did?
Currently Oakrud.
Okay. Oh crud. That's funny.
Wait, where's our name list?
Reginen.
Ah,
because the Empire has 3 different regions, and one of them is the Regina Peninsula. So,
where is the character creation for your race?
Oh, it's in Races in Valoros in the character creation tab.
Races in Valoros.
Yeah.
I'll get there.
Dota, I am copying all the stuff you input for level 1 onto another sheet.
Okay.
Just
That's a lot.
It doesn't. Yeah, I know.
So could we have a common name, but then also have a clan name?
Yes.
Okay.
Commoners can be a part of clans as well.
Dude, your names are stinky. They all end in US.
Yeah, that's intentional.
That way we know they're garbage, you know?
Damn. Zam.
Or
Alakazam, dude. Alakazam. Do you happen to know the hit dice for Pugilist, Dota?
I do have it. I didn't roll it. It is 1d8 per pugilist level.
Great, thank you.
ooh, you aren't. I thought you'd be tankier.
No, they're really not that tanky. I mean, they are tanky, but not because of their
They have resistances or something,
basically, yeah.
and heavy armor or something.
Yep.
Picking Dog and Hound was my fight close. It was between Sweet Science, Piss and Vinegar, or Dog and Hound, but I like the idea of a judge with a dog fucking sniffing people out.
Dog. You got the dog sniffing, dude. The dog's fucking barking for real.
How tall is everyone?
5'11".
Yeah, Dota, it's not gonna work. Mostly because some of the actual underlying information got like overwritten somehow. I'm not really sure how that's possible. But... Welcome to Roll20.
Damn, we really could be using Foundry.
Yeah, we really could. Okay, but no, I possess a fallacy. Okay, called sunken cost. And
yeah, I guess I possess a fallacy called your shit don't work, bro.
You know, it's not my fault. Okay, the thing just doesn't like working. Okay.
Yeah, it's not your fault. Then remake my character.
I
Right
am
now.
doing that. I'm doing it. Okay, I'm doing it.
I did my job.
You did do your job. I'm proud of you, Dota. You get a +1 from me. Smile.
What's my stat pick?
No, something like that. What paragon are you in Diablo Immortal?
I'm almost at my server cap, which is I think I was 15 last time I logged off, and it was 16.
Is that a thing?
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Wait, what the heck?
Okay.
How many people?
8 people.
Oh, okay, that's not a real raid.
What?
Raids are like 20 people, man.
Only in fucking WoW. Literally only WoW.
Yeah,
no other that's
cool.
way better.
That's cool.
It's cringe.
That's cool.
It's not. It's a clusterfuck of people. It's hard enough having to get like a small amount of people to do everything right. Having to get 20 people, mega cringe.
Yeah, yelling at other people and being furious is half the fun.
No, that sounds like a shitty
It's
raid party.
It's a great point.
Sounds like you had a bad raid party.
Well, I've actually never raided in a while, so GG. You got me there, Dota. You got me there. Oh, you picked the Sweet Science.
Is that okay?
No, I was going to, but I picked Dog and Hound.
Yeah, that's fine. Oh, Dog and Hound. Okay. Dota, I'll come back to fucking with your sheet in a sec. Shillelagh,
Sure.
Thorn Whip.
Surely he will fix my shit.
Magic, sure, he'll fix my shit. Fog Cloud.
Sorry, I didn't mean to put in Druidcraft.
Here,
Wait, one sec.
No, you needed a. Oh, I see what you're saying. You want to take Shillelagh instead of Druidcraft?
Yeah, I
Okay.
don't know why I said that.
That's fine. Okay,
The picture.
name. So, Peach, does your character have a elven name or a human name?
I'm not sure. Why would she have a human name?
Why would she ever? Well, because most Galadrim half-elves haven't actually ever lived in their homeland. They tend to live in other societies, so they just adopt their like names and culture and all that shit.
Alex, what's our base level of starting equipment for level 5?
Your background and your like class equipment plus a common magical item.
People probably have a human name in there.
I wanted to have half plate.
Half plate. Well, you have to buy that once you get some more money.
Okay, all right.
Broke ass.
Well, are you a commoner? or has your half-elf managed to climb the ranks into becoming a noble of the Empire?
She was probably born a commoner.
Most certainly, yeah.
Yeah, and I don't think her name would have changed even if she wasn't noble now.
Okay. Then, yeah, so for women inside of the Republic, they take their name, their father's name, and then their family name. That's for a human. So you can look at the list and pick from the names if you'd like, or you can roll. So you'd be looking at personal name female, then personal name male, and then family name, picking one of each of those.
This was one of the Elven names, but I don't mind it. Caliph?
Yeah, that can work. And then father's name would be the second part. Your father would probably have a traditional Elven name if you have a traditional Elven name. So
yeah,
traditional Elven names would be stuff like Radadron, Riemann, Quindarian.
Like it would just be
Riemann,
male
it's the
commoner
most
names?
base name.
It would be, well, yes, it would be male commoner names, but if you have an Elven name, your father's gonna have an Elven name, not a human one, probably.
Yeah, but it'd be in just normal Elven commoners, or like a last name.
Yeah, normal Elven male commoners. Yes, correct.
Got it. Can I think about this?
Yes, you can think about it.
Yeah, it might not even. I'm not even choose that name for her. Okay. I want it to like sound.
Absolutely not. You must pick right now.
No, it's not. Chill. All right. Now we go back to fucking with Dota sheets and fixing it while he plays Diablo Immortal.
Nice. I'll tell you right now. If I launch it, that means I'm leaving.
No! Alright, don't launch it. Don't launch it.
I'm not launching it.
Come on, okay.
27 minutes to my raid time.
It's not happening, dude.
It's not. My clan will be very disappointed. I might lose them.
No. Lars, Aurelius, Titus, Regia, Giga Chad. Alright. Let's take a look at your duder. Because oh god, fucking Pugilist, man. I forgot how annoying it was to add these to Roll20. Alright, Bing, I will add that to the token thing, and we will work on your equipment, because I don't really want to fuck with the Pugilist thing right now. I will, eventually, but just not right now.
Really?
No, it'll happen. Alright. What is this character name? Bargram Lucius? Yeah, Bargram Lucius.
Yep.
Okay. Oh, you should pick your clan. Since you're a warrior and a centurion, Clan Bologna, which I'm now realizing, probably for the first time, I think, that sounds a lot like baloney. Anyways, so yeah, Clan Bologna. Fuck. Oh no, I may have to change that. Anyways, that clan is all about warfare. They tend to breed, some of the strongest generals in the Republic, or in the Empire. Sorry, it's not a Republic anymore. So that's a good pick for you. There's other ones.
Sounds good to me.
Clan Bologna.
Yeah.
Dude, oh
Happy
god.
Bologna.
No. I never said it out loud. I didn't know.
It's the one I picked.
Clan Bologna.
Based.
We are baloney.
Well, I was trying to make it come off like from Bellum, the Roman god of war, but I'm now realizing it does not sound like that at all.
No, it does not.
Like
no, it does not.
Renisi Mudir.
It's Renesmee.
Renesse. Okay, sure.
Renesmee.
Oh shit.
Renesmee. You're gonna want to make whatever modifications. What is it called? The spelling out of it and pin it to the chat because I had to do that with my names.
Oh,
people
true.
Are going to
yeah, Renesmee Mudir. That is a good elven name. Yeah, 100%.
Very cool.
If you want to take that.
Yep. I'll take that.
Sounds good to me. Well, God, I have to go navigate back to that sheet because I was fucking the things thing.
15. 15 is plus 2? 3.
2?
For plus 15, or for 15 for ability score, what's the modifier?
Plus 2.
Okay, so I gotta do my HP.
Okay, Renesmee Mudir. Age. So Galadrim half-elves live about the same as a human. Actually, a little bit shorter.
Mm-hmm.
So, how old is she?
Do they mature faster?
Nope. They have basically human levels of age and mortality.
Fuck. I wish that I could make her like an 1,000-year-old, like 12-year-old, you know?
I mean,
not in the weird way.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. I got you.
Jesus
No, I didn't say anything.
Why are you laughing like that?
I didn't say
That's
anything.
suspicious.
I didn't say anything. I just thought I didn't say anything.
Jesus Christ.
No, it's funny. Okay.
Alex, you didn't say anything, but we all know what you were thinking.
No,
Okay.
that is prejudicial.
We all know.
Okay? That is prejudicial.
Flustered.
I did not say anything. That's prejudicial.
Oh,
dude.
sure you didn't. Okay.
Anyways.
Your silence speaks volumes, that's all I'll say.
It was not silent, okay? I was laughing. It's different.
I'll make her like 18.
Okay, sure. Yeah, we may want to revise that just because it makes sense to be 18 when you started your adventuring career, but you're a couple years into it now. You're a veteran, you know, you're a tough cookie. Alright, how tall is she?
I'll make her 20 then.
20? Okay. I have literally no idea how tall Galadrim half-elves are. I think they're kind of tall, though. Right.
They're 5 to 6.
5 to 6 feet? Okay, so they're just like normal. Slightly taller than humans, actually. But only a little bit. So how tall?
Sorry, I'm gonna close my eyes and imagine her.
Okay,
One
sounds
second.
good.
I'm channeling.
I sent you a
the rest of
name.
You did. Perusian. Powerful name.
I'll make her 5'8".
Yeah, that works, Yogi. I think... Yeah, that works, Yogi. 5'8". Okay. A little bit
Oh, you're taller than
average.
me. I'm 5'4".
What is her weight?
She's a skinty queen.
So like 110 or 120? I don't know.
Yeah, like 110, sure.
Sure, 110. Alright. Eye color, she doesn't worship any particular god, so it's just within the normal range of human eye color, like blue, green, whatever.
Let's do green.
Okay. Hair, we'll save for the token once we find
White.
hair. Well, okay, white hair. That may be a bit of a struggle to find, but mayhaps. Alright, all that stuff works. Oh, shit. I need to do 2 things. Okay, then it's done. I forgot to set a height. Or no, speed. There we go. Alright, 30 speed. Oh yeah, and we have those 2 extra proficiencies we can use. So, at this point, it's not really about... You have proficiency in a bunch of stuff. You have like 5 proficiencies, but now you can get 2 more. So, what's left? Animal handling, arcana, medicine, nature, and religion. You can take 2 of those.
Animal handling, arcana,
Medicine, nature, religion.
And I can choose to bring 2?
Yep. This is just from being a half-elf.
Ooh la la. What does insight do?
It's like body language.
And arcana is just like basic magic?
Yeah.
And religion is... Does it mean that she's religious?
No, it means that knowing about the religions of the world, like the ones that exist, what their tenets are, what their worshippers believe, things like that.
Got it. I'll take religion.
Okay.
And what does animal handling do?
Interacting with animals, convincing them to do things, stuff like that.
Fuck it, I'll take that.
Okay, easy clap. Alrighty, I think that is... If I just click this button, it'll work. It worked! Wow! Impressive, incredible.
Wow.
Okay, so now we need to level it up to 5, and then I can hop over to fixing Dota Shoot again.
Thanks.
Alright, so I don't remember what you need to roll for this, so let's take a look. I think it's a D6. No, D8. Okay, so yeah, you're going to want to roll 4 D8. So that'll be for your health, Peach.
Huh?
Oh, you need to roll 4d8 for your health.
Oh, /roll 4d8.
Great, 24. That is significantly above average. Okay, so now we have to decide what circle you're going to be. A circle is basically like the type of druid you are. So there's 5 types that you have access to. There is a druid of wildfire, which, as you can tell, is like all about like destruction and mayhem and things like that. A shepherd, which is about like protecting things, letting them grow, heavily support class. Moon druids are just all about shapeshifting. That's like their bread and butter. It just improves your shapeshifting ability. Land, you're basically connected to a particular type of terrain, so you're more effective in forests or open plains, things like that. And Druid of Dreams, I don't remember this one at all, so I'm gonna look it up. Circle of Dreams. Oh, they have a strong connection to Athaloran, which is like another plane of existence, and Fey creatures, which is like fairies and stuff.
If I want to make her have a big connection into like turning into a snake and stuff, should I just choose shape-shifting?
Yeah, if you just want to go, if you want to lean into the shape-shifting angle, Circle of the Moon is definitely the way to go.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Alright, sounds good.
I want her to be big into her snake form.
Snake. Okay, that health has been added. All these features are just inherent. At level 4, you get the ability to improve some stats. I would recommend increasing your Constitution and your Wisdom, because your Wisdom is kind of low. Your character is good at everything, but not super good at anything. Like, above average at everything, but not super good. So I think it'd be good to put your points into Wisdom or Constitution, or you could put them into Strength to be better at melee, but unfortunately, when you transform into animals, your Strength does not come with you. Only your...
Got it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll put it into Wisdom and my health.
Great. Sounds good. And now is when the spells really open up, and you can go look for these or with Boot if you like, but at level 5 as a druid, you get 1 additional cantrip, and then you get 3 level 2, 2 level 3, and I think it's 2 level 1? No. 1 level 1, right? Wait, let me do the math on that. 3, 5, oh, yeah, there it is. Okay. So you get that number, you get all those spells at level...
I get 1 cantrip, I get 3 level 2 spells, I get 2 level 3 spells, and 1 level 1?
No. What I wrote there is correct.
Okay.
Yeah, so you get all that stuff at level 5, so you can go pick those, and then get back to me.
Based.
Alright, Bing, we're going to finish your character so you can go, since most of your stuff's almost done. Alright, Bing Chiling. You ready to pound this out? He's muted. Sad to go.
No, he hates you.
Yeah, he hates me. GG. He's gone. He's never coming back. It's just us now, Dota. Oh, hi, Bing.
No.
You ready to finish your character? So you can go?
I'm ready. I'm ready.
Alright, so Fargrim Lucius of Clan Bologna. So we'll add that to the end. Now, we need to fix your equipment, some other mild stuff, make a very rough backstory, and then you can mount. So we're going to pull up Knight Unlanded, add that shit to your sheet. Greatsword you don't really need, so we can just liquidate that into cash.
I feel like all my stats are turbo low. I don't know how this
16
works.
16 is very good.
Is it the number that's in the box?
The big number is the modifier to your rolls. So most of your rolls are positive. It's just one of your rolls is very negative.
Oh, okay.
But the ones that matter for combat, you're fine at. All right. So
Okay, with the 6.
since you're a knight, you get access to a heavy armor of your choice. I'm gonna guess you just want plate. I'm gonna guess you just want to be like the tankiest little ball of like armor in the world.
Yeah.
Is that a correct assumption? Okay.
Yeah.
You also get a riding horse with a saddle if you choose to take it. So would you like a horse?
I mean, am I gonna crush it? I don't know if that matters.
You will not
Okay, then
crush it.
yeah, I'll take a horse.
What's the name of your horse?
I don't know yet. Get back to me on that one. I'm gonna brainstorm that.
Okay, while you're brainstorming the name of your horse, I'm gonna fix the rest of your equipment. Gonna remove some shit from your sheet, just consolidate it so it makes more sense.
Oh, I got it.
Okay, what's the name of the horse?
Vagar.
Vagar.
We're gonna name
that's
him
acceptable.
Vagar.
That's acceptable.
My trusty steed.
All right. So we have Okay. Now we're going to enable variant encumbrance, which means you're going to instantly be encumbered, most likely. Yeah. So we're going to remove rations and torches, because those are super necessary. Here's a question. If we do that, and that, and that, and that, and that, and that. Holy shit. I forgot how much plate armor weighed. You're like almost instantly encumbered without it. Or sorry, just by having it, nothing else. That is spooky. Alright, so move that there, that there, that there, 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 and there. Okay, so Bing.
Yeah.
How did a dwarf born into the Empire become a centurion and a respected member of House Bologna?
No, get back to me. Do someone else.
We gotta finish it. We gotta finish it out, Bing.
I don't know. I don't know yet.
Well, let's talk about it then.
I mean.
So, being born as a dwarf, you'd be born into a very small, tight-knit dwarven family structure. Most dwarves are craftsmen. But an easy way to sort of rise through the ranks in Mithdosian society is military service. So did he do it out of a way to just make money? Did he do it so that he could get glory? Why did this dwarf leave everything behind and go join the legions?
Money. He's one of the
Okay.
I like the disgrace knight thing.
Yeah, born into a tight-knit. How the fuck do you spell knit? Knit? Tight knit. Born into a tight-knit family group. Were you born in the core of the empire, or were you born on one of the peripheral provinces?
Poor inner city kid.
Poor inner city kid. All right. Within the slums of Mythos, Fargrim sought from an early age to make something of himself. He joined up with the legions to make coin away from home. When he was in the Allegiance, how did he distinguish himself? Was it in a battle? Was it in just decades of service? Because he is 100 years old, so...
Yeah, consistency through the years.
And unlike his fellow humans who left service in the Legion after 2 decades or less, Fargrim remained. He served in every enlisted position in the legions. He served as a principe, which is like a sergeant, essentially. Principe. And then finally, he was promoted to centurion within... which number legion was he in? The first legion is the most prestigious, going all the way down to the 11th. So was he like super highly valued in the most famous legion, you know, super like popular or whatever, or was he more, you know, middling, or was he in one of the, you know, backwater legions?
Well, I assume after tenure he'd like climb the ranks.
Sure.
So.
Yeah. He's promoted as centurion within the first legion, given immense respect from his peers. Fargrim was a career legionnaire through and through. And now he has been called upon directly by the Emperor. So the question is, did he go straight from serving the Legion to getting a letter from the Emperor personally to come serve, or did he leave the Legion behind to become a sort of freelancing adventurer? Like, does he intend to go back to fighting in the Legions once he's done with the task the Emperor has given him?
Probably become freelance. I mean, I want to like lean in on the like his presence, like, because part of like Conqueror is like intimidation now.
Yeah. So then,
so he's like known as being like a.
What got him removed from the Legion then?
I guess being too aggressive. I don't know, something that pushed it too far from like.
Well, yeah, in the Legion, I mean, just thinking of a couple things. They for during the Pax Mithdosica, during those century of peace, they were largely a peacekeeping force. So if he was like too harsh with the locals, if he was too cruel to his own men, those could be things that could get him discharged. If he pursued after an enemy and there's collateral losses, that's something that could get him removed from his position.
So after all the years of tenure, he thinks it's like a cycle. He thinks it's cyclical, and he wants to end it. So he gets more aggressive, and that's why he wants to be free. He gets discharged, and that's why he wants to become freelance, so he can do it his own way.
Okay.
Instead of just
so after years
engaging
of service,
in the cycle.
Fargrim wishes to end the cycle of violence on the Jabrashan plains. He begins to get increasingly ferocious in his tactics, destroying villages and imposing harsh discipline on his men. He goes too far when an entire small town is burned to the ground to root out rebels within the premises. He was removed from the Legion and has returned to Mithdosica as a free agent. And that is when he gets contacted by the Emperor. Okay. Now, I just want to get, 5 bullet points about his sort of personality and the things that drive him, and then we can, I think we'll be good. So, for personality trait, we'll work our way to the end there. So, what is his bond? What is one thing that above everything else keeps him inspired, keeps him going?
You have to hold my hand a bit. What are some common things that you say?
Bonds, family, loyalty to a particular house or object, a quest, a god or something, an item.
How about just the idea of justice?
Justice. Interesting. Okay. In a legal sense, or?
Well, not really in a legal sense, because he's kind of taking his own path for it.
Okay. Yeah. Justice must be pursued even beyond the bounds of the legal system. That's more of an ideal, really. Ideals are moral beliefs, essentially. That's definitely straying to an ideal territory. All right. So a bond tends to be something material that keeps you grounded. The reason family is a good one is because they're a material thing. They keep you grounded. What are some from other game right now? In our other campaign, one of the players has 2 family members that are basically being held hostage. That's his bond. Another character lost his parents. That's his bond, and he wants to find who did it and get revenge on them. Another character lost all their memories, and so they want to sort of know what happened with that. The bonds can change over time, but at least to start with, it's a motivating goal.
Well, isn't my goal to just pursue the tenets?
Okay, yeah. Faith to Kuravash. Yeah, sure. Faith to Kuravash, who saved Fargrim in his time of need. Oh yeah, we haven't even gone over. We need to do that. How did he die? Did he die while doing his super brutal shit? Or
yeah, probably maybe the mutiny or something. The other soldiers are too far.
Oh wait, this could actually work perfectly on how he was removed from the Legion. So after the destruction of an entire town for them housing a single rebel, Fargrim's men turned on him. They mutinied, killing him, betraying him, and he was revived. Kuravash took pity on Fargrim and brought him back to pursue justice outside of the Legion, to deliver stability upon the world. So that means he's a pretty recent paladin. Interesting. Okay, then we have his flaw. What is a character flaw that Fargrim has?
Very stubborn.
Stubborn. That is a classic Dwarven trait. I had a whole campaign about dwarves being stubborn. That was basically the entire central thesis of the campaign. All right, and then 2 personality traits. Personality traits are things that like someone who knows them would notice. Like they babble when they talk, or they speak very slowly but with long, eloquent words. Like those are things that are personality traits.
Probably blunt. Is that?
Yeah, that's definitely a personality trait. Blunt when he speaks to others. And then second one.
Aggressive, I guess, because I'm trying to keep with the theme.
Yeah, blunt and aggressive sort of intermix, but aggressive towards what? Like people he dislikes, or
like he'll go through whatever it takes to achieve his goal, even if it's like going through a friend or something like that. He's just very
yeah, definitely overriding, sort of just like stubbornness. I understand. Okay, so we have Fargrim, former Centurion, member of Clan Bologna, brought back by Kuravosh, the Judge Bearer. I think that's good. I think you're good. We need to pick your common magical item and then we're good. So we can do that super fast. Rarity, common. Okay, do you want... oh, sorry. I think I meant uncommon. Did I mean uncommon? I did mean uncommon. It's one uncommon magical item. So, do you want armor, weapon, ring, or wondrous item, which is like sort of a more... Wondrous item covers all sorts of magical items. It's just like sort of a generic category. Do you want to... So, Matt, do you want a weapon, armor, ring, or a wondrous item?
I mean, does the weapon like enhance my sword, or is it like a replacement?
You can just get a mithril sword.
Yeah, then the weapon.
Great, easy, the easiest thing in my life. Mithril greatsword, done deal. Easy clap. All right, I thought it would be fast. I was gonna guess that was what you were gonna go with. All right, mithril greatsword, magic bonus 1, and we reduce the weight of it by half. And there you go. He's done. I'll do some minor alterations. May DM you questions before our next session, but you're good, Bing. You're good.
Okay. I mean, do you need me to stick around at all? Or?
You can if you want to, but no, you don't need to. Your character's done.
Sure. Alex, do you have a list of magical items somewhere? Or not magic? Yeah, you have magical items. Yes, that. Thank you.
There you go. All right, you can head out if you'd like, Bing, or you can stick around. It's up to you. All right, so let's go to the next one. Dota. I need to fix your sheet still, don't I?
Yeah, you do.
Okay, that's some attitude, okay? Some attitude. I don't need your attitude.
Bigard tried to tell me to focus on the campaign while I'm typing in Discord like I could do anything.
No fucking attitude. Okay.
I'm angry.
I don't blame you.
I did everything right.
You did do everything right, and then roll 20 did things to you. Unspeakable things. Okay. You also were leveling up all at once. Like, you were basically trying to make a level 5 character.
Well, I was doing my feats at once, and I was doing everything else after.
Yeah,
it's easier to type in all the feats right now instead of having to do them.
I do be seeing it. I do. Okay. What skills did you take as a pugilist? I saw one of them, but the other one didn't, it didn't stay. Deoda.
Huh?
Wait, one second. What was the skill proficiency you took as a pugilist?
I did intimidation and perception because I get athletics and survival from men at arms.
Sounds good to me. Okay, then. Simple weapons, improvised weapons. Okay, then what was the artisan's tool you picked? Because that did not save either.
I believe it was the brewing kit.
Great, sounds good. Peach, are you still working on your spells, or have you already done that?
Oh, I have not done that at all. I didn't realize that you wanted me to do that right now.
Oh, yes.
I'm
correct.
so dumb.
No, no, you're not. That's fine.
I'm just listening around. I'm looking for character art. Mood is sleeping.
Oh, okay. He's a sleeping boy.
He's a very sleepy boy. Is it possible for me to send you the spells after he wakes up?
If you would like, yeah. We'll still be doing this for a while, so I can work my way through other people's stuff, and then get to you. And if he's still not awake, then we can do it.
Yeah, he's
all right. Dito. Okay, I'm almost done, Dito. We're getting you to level 1. Vagrant, you're... Vagrant linked some dumb shit in chat. I'm gonna click on this, and it's gonna be some Eastern European nationalist song, and it's gonna be super fucking horrible. I'm gonna click on it, though. Yep, it was a fucking Ukrainian folk song. Jeez, god damn it, dude.
That sounds about right. Also, why did...
What's up?
Did you pinged me?
Did I? Oh, I pinged you with the magic idol list.
Oh, yeah, I'm looking at it.
You asked for it, go ahead. Oh, you wanted Pit Fighter as your background, right, Doe?
I kind of like the duelist one more, but no.
Oh no, I meant like the name of it. You can have the duelist.
Oh yeah.
Then just be called it. Okay, great.
No. It was a specific one that I looked up on a page.
Oh,
so
yeah, probably not that one.
Alex, I got a question regarding extra attack and using that with muskets, right?
Yep.
So like turn 1, fire. Use bonus action to reload. Fire again because extra attack, right?
Yeah.
That's how that would work.
Yep.
But then turn 2.
Yes, reload. And...
one would have to use reload, fire, but then no more bonus action, so can't fire again.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, firearms have some strict limitations. Okay. Dota, I have a level 1 version of your character completed, but I'm going to level it up to maximum.
You have war bows in this game, Alex?
We get extra attack.
Yeah. Do I have war bows? What the fuck is a war bow?
Yeah. A bow that does, I think, 1d12.
No, just use a longbow.
Why do most of these magic items not have descriptions?
Cause that website doesn't do. It only includes the ones that are SRD, which, because other than that, if you include any other names, then it's technically copyright infringement.
Can I sort it by ones that actually work?
You can go to 5e tools if you're looking for full names, or you can just look up the name of the item and it'll tell you on like Roll20 or other places. Okay.
Any magical potion is one-time use, correct?
Yes, every magical potion is one-time use.
Range.
What? What are you saying? Earlier you
rolled
for HP.
He's right.
You rolled for HP earlier and told me what your max HP. Oh, there it is. HP total 3.
38.
Great.
Yeah.
Lovely.
Alex, is this more of a countryside campaign, like throughout the city campaign?
No, definitely a countryside game. 100%.
Interesting.
Curious, even, would you say? Potentially?
No.
Oh. Well, sus.
Oh, okay, yep. Sure.
Fuck. Now my Roll20's lagging too. God damn it, Dota. Your character sheet cursed my Roll20. Now the whole thing's fucking...
Maybe you should,
switch to Foundry. Yeah, whatever.
Maybe it's not my fault.
I don't think it's anyone's fault, really, except for the Roll20 dev team, to be completely honest.
I mean, you've chosen not to switch off of Roll20, so...
Actually, thank you very much. We got him. We fucking got him.
We're on a Roll20, Miguel, that's all I'm saying.
The single track replaying became refrigerator hum to me. You just brought it back to consciousness. Wow. We have some real poets in the chat. Very impressive.
Is there actually a good way to figure out what these magic items do? I'm looking in several places and none of them.
Yeah, just if you just ask me about them, I probably know most of them.
Bro, I'm gonna be going down the list.
God. Oh my god, wait, Roll20 is lagging so fucking bad. What the hell? What have you done to my fucking game, Dota?
Oh, yeah, like my character mancer was hanging for 20 minutes. I think I'm giving up on it.
Wait, yeah.
Oh, God.
I've actually never... This is actually the worst
This
I've ever
is
had.
wrong, right?
What's wrong?
No, it's what Bing said.
Oh.
Nope, Bing Yogi, not
Bing Yogi, oh god, Wonka. You can't get names. Names are hard.
New
Okay.
people.
New people.
Shit's hard.
Yeah, true. Okay, I actually know the thing that's lagging it now, but I don't know how to fix it. Very curious. Oh yeah, there goes Bing. No, this is wrong, right? Yes, Yogi, that is wrong. Correct, that is wrong.
Alex,
If you're ready, I'll go down the list of ones that I think are interesting, and you can tell me what they are.
One sec. Ethan, what's up?
rules is written. You can move, attack, move. You playing that?
Yeah, no.
No.
He hates
No.
that.
Okay.
I don't hate it. We're just not gonna use it in this
He
one.
hates it.
No, I don't hate it. Okay, calm
He
down.
hates it.
Chill.
I think he hates it in the same way he hates the polearm sentinel echo knight.
Okay, that was cancer as fuck, dude.
Also because he hates monks.
It's very based. He rightfully hates monks. Okay.
True.
Monks are disgusting.
Okay. Let's see if we can click a button now and not have it instantly lag out, because this is getting painful. Okay. By the way, Dota, there's a bunch of formatting shit I need to fuck with on your sheet, but I will do it.
Yeah.
My old PDF was much better, and then they just they took it off the internet, dude. It's not fair. Why would they do such a thing to me? It's so cruel. What do you actually get from your subclass, though?
It's just feats.
Well, yeah.
I can tell you what they are, but
Oh, yeah, let's talk about magic items. What's up? Let's go.
okay, I can go down the list.
Yep,
Cast off
start
armor.
Cast off what?
Armor.
This is a common one?
Yes.
My guess would just be that you can remove it with a single, like, spoken word. Look at uncommon, though. We're doing uncommon.
Oh, I thought you said common.
I did.
You literally corrected yourself.
No,
It
I
said
literally
common.
corrected myself to say that common was wrong, uncommon was right.
Korean.
I'm a misspeaker, dude. I'm a misspeaker.
I hate you.
People speak uncommon?
No, I'm gonna lose it, dude.
Now I have to look at all of them again.
Oh my god.
I don't believe it.
Oh my god. Your life's so hard,
It's all
dude.
your fault.
Your life's so hard.
I wouldn't have to do this for Run Foundry.
Yeah, you would've. I don't think,
No, we would have had the magic list in the fucking program. Not having to go to.
Is that how that works?
So that
I
was
don't
the
think that's
first
how
way
that
to
works.
actually list.
I
There's a
don't know, I
plugin
messed
for
with-
it, yeah.
Oh, a plugin, yeah, the one that... Yes, there is a piracy plugin in that. That is true.
All the uncommons ones sound cringe. It all suck.
Yeah. I mean, you can still use that website.
Skipping.
There's no reason you can't use the website.
Ring of jumping.
Yep. It just increases your jump length by, like, a lot. I think it's like 2-3 times or something.
That's all shitty. Shitty. Weapon of warning.
That one, oh, that one's crazy. Basically, it's a sentient weapon that has, like, super high passive perception and lets you know if your camp is about to be ambushed.
I'm highly considering that one.
Do you even use weapons? Are you, like, a punch boy?
Can you do, like, how does it work with, like, fist weapons or brass knuckle means?
Yeah,
or
those are all
like,
improvised weapons. They all fall under the category of improvised weapons.
So they get the same bonus as unarmed, or is it different?
Yeah, they're the same as unarmed. Improvised weapons and unarmed are treated as the same.
Okay.
For
So I'd want to do,
specific
if I could do weapon of warming as brass knuckles, that's what I'd do. If that works.
Yeah, you could. It'd be,
Okay.
yeah, you would have a sentient
I'll read through
brass
a
knuckles,
couple.
though, which would be a little bit suspect.
Amulet of the Devout. Oh, no, that's Cleric Paladin. I'm gonna skip that.
Huh?
Damn, bag of holding uncommon. It's
Whatever.
listed there.
We'll talk,
so
about it. We'll talk about it if you pick it. We'll cross that bridge when we come there, okay?
We'll cross that bridge right now. Tell me about it.
We'll cross that bridge later, okay?
Turning it inside out. What are you gonna do?
Okay, well, here's the thing about bags of holding, right? I think everyone would agree they basically should be rare.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but it's not.
Well, you know. Good thing I'm not a computer programmer, and I can be like, well, reasonably.
Does that mean that talking about it is just no?
Yeah, no. It's not happening. Yeah, it's correct. The talking about it is no, you're not having it. No shot.
Barrier tattoo. Sounds sick.
That sounds like something from Ravnica, so I have no idea.
Damn.
Pact of the Chain is available, right?
Pact of the Chain is available, yeah.
Based.
It's like cracked out version of Find Familiar.
I'm guessing Coiling Grasp Tattoo, you also don't know about them?
No, any of the tattoos are all from this same expansion, and I just never read that book because it was not my thing.
Are they allowed, though? If I read off something?
Yeah, I would not be opposed to them.
Okay, I'll probably go through them here in a little bit.
Yeah, I don't remember what book it's from. But it's probably a trash one.
All the tattoos sound sick.
Well, yeah, I think the concept of it's pretty cool.
Eyes of Minute Seeing.
I have no idea what that is. I never heard of that in my life. Must be from one of the new things.
Gauntlets of Ogre Power.
Oh, those are great. Those give you 18 strength.
They're so good.
That sounds like what I'm about to say.
You're pretty close to that already. I mean, no, you literally have 18 strength.
No, change your strength. Put your low stat in strength. There you go.
Well, he had a 16
sure.
in strength, and then I assumed you were using your level 4 thing to increase strength, or was I wrong about that?
No,
I could
rebuild the whole character with this item.
That's true.
I could instead do that.
Yeah, you could turn your 16 into your con, make your con 18, put your 15 into intelligence, and then if you ever get your ogre gauntlets removed, you're useless in combat.
Popcorn.
Nice. And
Mr.
trust me,
Popcorn.
Alex is gonna find a way to remove them.
True. Hi, Peach. What's up?
Hi, I have awoken Moody Booty Cakes, and I
Okay.
have asked him for help. He says, or he is proposing, that him and I research it over this week, and that we lock it in by next Thursday.
Okay, then we can do all the non-spell stuff right now, and then I'll leave the spell stuff to you guys. But we'll do all the non-spell stuff now. Dota, it is done.
Okay.
Look at the sheet. I think I'm just going to tell you what I'm going to do next, and then you can start it on your own. We're going to do background. We're going to do how you got into a great house, sort of general history. We're going to fill out your personality traits, ideals, bonds, flaws, and we're going to add your background equipment to your sheet. That is what I'm going to do, but for now, I'll leave that to you. The rest of all your features are updated, though. Your health is correct, everything else. If you see any problems, let me know and fix them. But I'm going to help Peach finish her stuff so she can get going. So,
my magic items.
Peach. So, the things that we need to do, we will leave spells for later, so we're just going to ignore that tab. So we're going to click Apply Changes. So what's left is going to be you looking for a picture while I fix the equipment, and then we are going to develop a sort of rough outline of a backstory, not the full one. Mm-hmm. So for now, just, I think Yogi posted one in the Discord that maybe could work, but feel free to go look for one. It doesn't have to be perfect. I'll probably, since, I'm getting enough compensation.
That is a man.
Oh, is it a man?
No, it is not.
Is it?
I don't know.
Hello?
I was looking for half elves.
I
And that's,
don't know. It's a half elf. It's hard to tell. To be
No, it's
completely
okay.
honest.
I've already been looking for photos for
great.
the entire
Yeah.
time we've been talking.
That's
I'm just
fine.
very picky.
Yeah.
Was my pick fine?
And if it's not perfect, yeah, your pick's fine, dude. If it's not perfect, that's fine, because since I'm getting enough compensation, I'm probably gonna get you guys some commission portraits like once we're a little bit in, because I can actually afford it, because they are not very cheap. So in my normal campaigns, I don't tend to do them.
That's awesome.
We can afford it. Okay, so what was I doing? Oh yeah, inventory. Inventory. Okay, so probably not that. Alright. Ethan, how far along are you?
I decided to restart with a different idea.
Yeah.
So
wait, so you're not doing Gunslinger?
no, but I can do this shit pretty
That's like
quickly.
the third restart.
No, first off, it's only the second one. Don't worry about it.
Interesting.
What kind of character?
A cavalier.
Ooh.
Oh, that actually. Oh, that's why I asked about the countryside thing. Yeah, that actually may work.
Yep.
That's very cool and epic.
Yes, I'm excited.
That's very Pug Champion.
Oh, fuck, what's the...
Thanks, Peach. Alright. Okay, I think this equipment's fine. Okay, Peach, do you want to do personality traits, background, or magical item?
Just hit me in whatever order
Okay,
you would like.
magical. Well, that was a loud clap. Magical item. Let's do it. So, for magical item, would you like a armor, a ring, a staff, or a wondrous item?
What's a wondrous item?
Wondrous item is a super broad category of basically magical items that do a hyper-specific function. Like a good example is a Hat of Disguise. All a Hat of Disguise does is it casts Disguise Self on you, which makes you look like another human creature.
Ah, got it.
So yeah, some interesting examples of wondrous items are like Nature's Mantle, which, what does it do again? It does like Nature's Mantle thing. I'm trying to remember. I think it allows you to like blend in with the surrounding terrain. Oh yeah, you can use it as a spellcasting focus and allows you to hide in like only slightly obscured areas. So like the slightest of undergrowths ever, or like even rain. You could hide in rain.
Oh wow.
What else is there? There's sending stones, which allow you to communicate between these two rocks, and you just think into the rock and it thinks into the other rock. It's like communication rocks.
Yeah.
What else is there? There's a deck of illusions where each card has an image of a monster on it, and when you pull that card, that monster, like an illusion of that monster, appears in front of you. There are bracers of archery, which allow you to get +2 to any range attack. Boots of Winterland, which allow you to like traverse snowy terrain with no problem. There is +1 weapon, just to get +1 modifier to stuff. There's a bag of tricks, which has like small animals in it, like weasels and rats and like elks and boars, and you just pull something random out of the bag and you throw it at your enemy. You just throw an animal at your enemy. Typically they die and lose their mind. There is... What else is there? There's
You might get Lucas to help me choose a wondrous item. Because he sounds so creative.
Yeah, you can. There's so
I feel like he'll just like 5-head something.
Okay, yeah, sure. This is the list. We're doing uncommon wondrous item. That's like the specific
Got it.
That's the specific criteria.
Based. Okay. That, yeah. A wondrous item.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, you can just look through that list and pick the one that you want.
Plate armor is so heavy.
Dodo, let's take a look at this. I'm just gonna receive plus 1 bonus to attack on such strikes. Yeah, Dodo, I would just think of this as like a... Okay, wait a minute. This is uncommon? Dodo?
What?
Yes, it is. You can confirm if you want.
What the fuck? Okay, everything... If you get rid of that last part, it's fine. But that last part's ridiculous.
No!
No! No! Yeah, it's a +1 item, plus D6, plus 15-foot range. That's way too much.
What if we just add the D6 though, plus 15?
What if we just add the... No! Wait, actually,
No.
You know what? Sure, yeah. You can just do the 15-foot plus the D6, and that is an acceptable, like, with the +1. I'd say those are equal.
Wait, say again?
Like, so currently it gives you +1 to all hits and damage, and then 15-foot range, and 1d6 damage when activated. So instead, make it just +1, or make it 15-foot range and d6 when activated. One of those two. Separate the features.
Does it stack with the unarmed bonuses?
Is it stacked with the unarmed bonuses? Yes.
It is very tempting.
Tempt D's. Okay. Alright, so Peach is working on wondrous items. Yogi is... his character sheet melted down, so it needs to be remade.
Wait, but can I just continue on to like the background or whatever? Because that's probably going to be something that I get by the end of the
he's doing wondrous items. Okay, so we're going to do backstory and personality traits. So personality traits, I think, tend to be downstream of backstory, so we're going to start with backstory. So the earliest thing is, she is only 20 years old, meaning that for her entire life, Galadrim has been in a civil war. So,
Is that Ciri?
it is Cirilla from, Witcher 3. True. Based.
Wait, what?
Yeah. Ciri
I've posted a character that already exists.
Yeah, no, that's fine. It's just probably fan art of it.
We'll eventually get a commission, right?
Yeah, certainly, eventually.
These are placeholders.
Yeah, they're placeholders. So where was Renesmee? That's gonna be a tough one. Renesmee born.
You can call her Esme if you want a short.
Ooh, Esme.
That's
I like
perfect.
Esme.
Where was Esme born? Was she born inside of Mythdosia? You said you wanted this sort of like, I I guess, kidnapping arc. So she could have been born in Galadrim. There are Mithdosian, like, bands of soldiers that work over there.
Yeah, she could have been born in, like, the elf city thingy-majing.
Okay. Sure.
I feel like she was kidnapped by a crazy wizard who wanted to either harness, like, the power.
Wait, I'm having a bit of a brain blast where a piece of my lore could, you know, mesh with the background.
So,
inside the Deadwood, which is a forest to the south of Mythosia, there's this cult of necromancers called the Necromortis, and they're always trying to make new diseases and new strains of undead, this whole, like, you know, infrastructure of trying to make new types of undead. And they need experiments so that they can develop these new diseases and see their effects on human beings. So it could be that you were born inside of Mythosia with, you know, your parents who were probably refugees, living your life, and then you were kidnapped by the Necromortis to test one of their diseases.
Yeah, and that could link into, like, the whole she turns into a snake with, like, venom thing. Where, like, her blood is toxic somehow, or she suffers from some kind of, like, fucking disease, or I don't know.
Okay, born in the city of Ravinium to refugee parents from the Isle of Galadrim. So what was her early childhood like? Like, you know, 1 to 12?
I'd say pleasant. She maybe was, like, an only child, but she had loving parents who perhaps, I don't know, I love the trope where the parents just die. So... They died in the Civil War somehow.
Okay, so...
She has no one.
They came to... Okay, that's interesting. Okay, well, I guess we can rework this a little bit. So, born in Galadrim, just before her parents escaped the island, Renesmee was not raised by her parents, but a variety of foster centers and religious schools within Ravinium inside the Empire. Her childhood was good, but let me think. Playing off what you said.
Kidnapped by necromancers.
Yeah, her childhood was good, but largely hands off. One day, when she was playing out of the city, far too close to the Deadwood, she, along with several others near the city, were kidnapped by the wizards of the Necromortis cult. So it's not unfeasible that she would survive. The bigger question is how she would escape.
Where is their, like, hideout? Is it underground
or something? It's deep in the heart of a living forest. A sentient forest.
Ah.
The nickname for that forest is the Forest of Hate.
Oh, never mind. I was like, oh, that's cute. It's sentient.
Yeah.
Never mind.
It is sentient, and it hates humans.
And it hates people. Wants humans to die.
Yeah, because they're trying to cut it down, so it's not a big fan of them.
You know what? That's valid.
Also, gods of ogre power say 19, not 18.
19? Okay, 19 it is. I think the reason I think in my head 18 is because the modifier is the same. So.
Can I say that maybe there were a bunch of cult members, right?
Yeah, the Necromortis is about 40 to 50 wizards strong.
Got it. Well, let's say that one of the wizards took, like, a particular liking to her, and she was, like, pretty young, so she manipulated him or whatever. She, like, pretended to be more into him or whatever, and then he helped her escape, and then she killed her.
Okay, I see. Interesting. So, now within the clutches of the Necromortis, Renesmee...
Like, you know, I want some creepy old man to fall in love with her when she's, like, 14.
Okay.
And for her to be like, oh, yeah, like, I totally love you, Necromancer.
Yeah.
And then for that whole kind of, like, snakish energy to just, like, the second she's out, she snaps, kills him mercilessly, covered in blood, savage.
Sure. Okay.
Yeah.
Now within the collection of Necromortis, Renesmee now got to know one of her captors. She slowly convinced him that she should be freed. Oh, let's talk about druids. So the way that druids get their magic is they make a deal with a elemental creature to essentially protect whatever that creature wants. Basically, operate as an agent of that elemental creature. So I think this would work because the Deadwood, the Forest of Hate, is a place of very, very powerful magic. So it could make sense that while you were in captivity, you spoke with this like elemental and made your pact with them, and then you broke out using that your newly found magic, killed the dude, and then went back to civilization.
Yeah.
Okay. She also spoke with the spirit of the Deadwood and other primordial elementals who hid within the protective boundaries of the woods. Over time, she gained more power, and one day, just before a new strain of plague was tested on her, she was freed by the
creepy old necromancer dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe they thought that they could, like, escape and live together or whatnot. You know, he was in love with her, madly in love, and she played into it just to get him out there and then slaughter him sadistically.
Okay, the captor freed Renesmee in hopes of starting a new life with her in the Empire as a defector, but within a couple of hours of leaving the fortress of the Necromortis, he was killed.
Slaughtered.
Slaughtered. Slaughtered. Yes, can't hold back in the language. Renesmee used her newfound magics, turning into a snake devouring her former captive. Okay. Then she returned to the Empire, became a duelist, and then that's when she was messaged by the Emperor?
Yeah.
Okay. Returning to Ravinium, she was now far older and far stronger. She worked as a judicial duelist for some time, fighting for cases, and was soon contacted by the Emperor. Okay, that's done. Yogi.
Yo.
What are you doing?
I am picking spells.
Okay. Alright, Dota.
How many each level do I get?
As what?
As a warlock.
As a warlock, you get...
Level 5.
Oh, I don't remember.
Okay.
Look it up.
It's the answer.
Sure. Alright, Peach. So...
I know it's spell slots you don't get many of, never mind.
Now we're gonna do personality traits.
Nice.
So personality traits are going to be things like, Bing sort of explained it, things like bluntness, like just sort of how two short pithy phrases to sort of describe what she's like in general.
Pithy phrases.
She is untrusting, and she especially does not like men.
Does not like men, okay. Alright. Cool. Ideals. What is her long-term goal?
Wait,
or one of
is
them.
that it? I was not done.
Oh, well, okay. Okay, alright. Let's keep going.
I see her as someone who is, like, pretty quiet, maybe like a woman of lesser words.
Okay.
The reason why she doesn't like men is because I think that they mistreated her, the worst in there, and or like the dude that was like into her or whatever, he was like really fucking creepy. She was a minor, he was old. That's how I see it.
Sure.
We're having what else? She's interesting, quiet, and she tends to be, I guess this would be in the character flaws or traits,
Sure.
like losing control of herself and like cruel at certain points. Yeah, like she wouldn't just kill someone if they wronged her. she would like torture them first.
Okay, very cool.
And love it.
Jesus.
All right, very Pogchip. Views torture.
He has a lot of anger.
I can tell.
You think?
Yeah, true. So ideals are bonds now. Bonds are the things that, she's connected to. If she doesn't have parents, it could be an aunt, an uncle, could be a thing, like maybe because the Empire is opposed to the Necromortis cult, she likes them, or maybe she just wants to destroy that cult if possible. Something that just drives her beyond all other things.
Yeah, she probably wants to destroy the cult and kill every single person in that cult that ever wronged her in the most painful, slow, agonizing death that she could imagine.
Okay. And then ideal. So this would be something that is like a moral good. So this is things that people just like fundamentally believe, something that their entire worldview is based around. For the character Bing, his is justice, not legal justice, but like cosmic justice delivered by his god. What does Renesmee believe in that way?
Probably like, do not hurt those who do not harm you first. But if they harm you, then
okay. So retribution. If you are harmed, the other person should be destroyed. That sort of thing.
Yeah. But if they do not harm you, like, really leave things alone. Like, she I feel like has a lot of anger, is like, can be sadistic or cruel, but not like senselessly.
Yeah, sure.
Not like random people, or they have to like do something that's kind of fucked up first.
Sure.
Not just to her. It could be to someone else.
Mm-hmm.
But they have to be bad for her to want to,
Great. Then I will make that portrait into a token. Then spells is all that's really left.
Okay, I'm set on that even being my placeholder. I have probably like 50 images at least that I'm going between.
Right. Well, if you have other placeholders that you desperately want to use, you can let me know. I guess my last question is, this character doesn't necessarily need to be a part of one of the clans, but it could be a useful thing. If she was, is she a part of one of the great clans of Mithdosica?
What does that mean?
I talked about it before. Clans are basically that, like, if you are a noble person or involved in noble circles, clans are the way that society organized. They're like part political party, part career, like networking groups. They're essentially vast collections of nobility that line up behind a single clan and work together to forward their other members of the clan's interests.
Got it. What are the different clans?
There's 10 of them there, but rather than list them all, I'm just going to link you the document that has them.
Okay.
Let me go find it. Culture, name list, Regina, and they're at the bottom of this list. The clan names. Basically, everyone except for Perusian is free game, because Perusian is the clan of the Emperor.
Okay.
Alrighty.
That's some excellent music.
Oh, it is a good song, but there's a very slight echo, which is driving me insane.
Can't use this song, no!
Why not?
Because I know what it's from.
They're all three of the songs we played are from that.
Thought I heard it from the first one, but I couldn't tell, so I didn't say anything.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Thank you. They were very good. I don't think they're good for like tavern music because they're too loud, or like they're too busy. But they're good for that. Oh, my doorbell just rang. That is odd. Can I get kidnapped now? GG.
You get one of those things.
Okay. Portrait. Okay, all that stuff is taken care of. That is basically, as far as I can see, a Dunzo character. Very cool. Yeah. So Peach, if you have any
Wait, but where's the list of the thingamages?
Oh, it should have popped up on your screen. Yeah. If not, you can go to Valeros, Cultures of Valeros, Name Lists, and then Reginin. And then it's near the bottom of that.
Valeros, Cultures Valeros.
Name Lists, and then Reginin. It's near the bottom.
I only see Heroes of Mankind.
There's not a folder called Name Lists?
Not the. Oh, Nameless. Yes, sorry. Nameless and.
And then Reginan, and then you scroll down to the bottom of that, and it has clan names. Yeah.
Okay, I see.
So yeah, there's a couple that I think would pretty easily match up with.
Which ones do you recommend?
Well, so Fabricio would work because you're a spellcaster. Arenia could work just because they're pretty desperate for new members, and they'll take almost anyone at this point. Regia could work. Or sorry, wait, where is it? I just saw it. Yeah, Regia could work because you were raised in Regia Nova, which is an area that they've historically ruled over. Yeah, I think those are pretty easy.
I'll join Fabricia, yeah.
Fabricia, alright. Clan of Wizards. Very cool. Okay, I think you are good. The spells, I'll poke you about those. And if you have any
Quick question.
image... Yeah, what's up, Dodo?
What's the ratio on how many personality traits ideals, bonds, flaws mean again?
2 personality traits, everything else is 1.
Okay.
Yeah, Peach, if you have any other stuff, let me know. And I will poke you in a couple days for the spell list.
Okay, yay.
Yep, other than that, you're good to go.
Thank you. Thanks for
course.
helping me.
Yep, hasta luego.
See you later.
Bye. Okay. Dodo. Dodo.
Yes.
My sweet summer Doda.
Yes.
How's our equipment looking? Not good. Okay.
Good.
Let's go add. So what are we taking for our uncommon item?
I don't know. I need someone else to take the Guardian Emblem, so I don't have to.
Just take it.
It's too strong, but there's other things that are better for me.
Just take it.
Again, Eldritch Claw or Goblet of Ogre Power is so much stronger.
Real
You're
soy
being,
boy right now.
you're being kind of a goober.
True. He
Maybe.
is being a
Whatever.
goofy goober, dude. He's being a
So
little...
when you're wearing Gauntlets of Ogre Power, there's literally no way for you to get it above 19. That's the meme, right?
Correct,
Unless you have
yeah.
like other magic items.
Yep.
Hmm.
Yep.
Why are the Galadrim half elves got so many weapons that I gotta add manually?
Well, if you already have Martial and Simple, you don't need to add them. But the reason
Oh, I can just put Martial and Simple.
Well,
I
no.
don't have to.
If you
okay.
already have those, you don't need to. But if you don't have those already, you need to do the bunch of individual.
I'm gonna take Guardian Emblem and I'm only gonna use it
Well,
on myself.
Character Mancer doesn't work, so I have to do it anyway.
Oh yeah. GG. Dodo, what are you taking?
Guardian Emblem, I'm only using it on myself.
Okay, put it in chat. What does it do? Oh, it is in chat.
You get to basically take crits and make them as normal
But you
hits
don't
3
have a
times.
deity.
Do I need one?
It's
Spiritual
it says
tradition.
Spiritual. What's your spiritual tradition? Wait, so anyway, it requires attunement by a cleric or paladin.
Oh shit! It's on the sheet.
It is on the sheet. It says right there. Uncommon. Requires
I
attunement
meant on the list of magic items. Oh no, it doesn't. I just missed it.
GG, dude.
All right, I'm taking the
Oof.
Eldritch Claw then, and I think I'm just gonna use the. I don't know. They're both so strong.
Do you want to activate
take
it and have it do shit, or just have it do shit?
I don't. Oh, it's a
I will
bonus
say
action.
you already have a bunch of shit to activate. So
Yeah,
I
you're right.
best
I
just-
already have a ton of bonus action. So yeah, I'll just take the passive bonus then.
Great. This is just a tattoo, right?
Yeah.
That's very cool. By the way, are you caught up on the boys?
I'm not.
God damn.
Not only am I not caught up, I haven't started.
What? Why not?
True,
It's
me
amazing,
neither.
dude. It's so good. What the fuck? God.
Popular show, bad show.
Shut the fuck up, you soy boy. You like Better Call Saul. Don't lie to yourself.
I watched it before. It was
Yeah,
cool.
yeah. It was always cool. Shut up. Bitch ass. Anyways,
You get there, Alex?
I'm sure there's a good show, The Boys, but it's just not super appealing to me.
yeah, that's fair. There's been a lot of like superhero dark. It's not like super unique. Baker, what the fuck? It actually is pretty good, Baker.
I am sending you character art for my character to
August.
see if that works.
Doda, you speak Common and Mythos inherently. Because you're human, you get one additional language. Do you want to-
Invalid!
Okay.
Yes.
You're just hoping that it'll come in useful, aren't you? You're just
No,
begging.
I want to build a speak
Why?
in secret.
Explain yourself.
Ooh, and me. And
Something like that we want that's coming up, I want to be able to talk to her alone.
also Ethan.
What's coming up? What the fuck? Doda, this is super low
I feel like she's
resolution.
going to be conflicted with some. Yeah, I know it is. Like, do some decisions or make.
What if your guys' characters hate each other?
True.
Then I'll just curse at her and
she sees a buff man and she's like, "Oh my god, I'm having flashbacks."
You look
and then
just like the guy.
Yeah, exactly. You look just like the guy. She hates you now.
I'll just curse at her in Sinbler.
She either likes you or you swear at her in her mother tongue.
Imagine someone doing that in real life. You see someone that like looks like your former abuser, and then you just start having like tremendous flashbacks.
And they
then
switch
just
to like Arabic and be like,
"Hey, fuck you."
Hey, where did I get the 6 GP from?
From your background.
I thought it was EP.
Yeah, I thought
different backgrounds have different dollar amounts. For Duelist, it's gold.
Okay.
Well, damn, that's a lot of fucking money, dude.
$6,000, yeah.
Holy shit.
But yeah, Vager, the new season of The Boys is very good. You were correct. I caught up because you told me to, and it was fucking Vager.
Okay.
Okay.
What else do I need to do?
Okay, so honestly, your equipment's fine. Like, if you really want to, we can adjust shit. There's 2 things we need to do, which is 1, we need to go through all your fucking features and figure out what your actual unarmed strike and brass knuckles damage is.
Oh yeah.
Systematize all that shit, which I don't really want to do right now, and you can do that on your own. I don't need to help you with that. But what we do need to do is make a backstory. So, you have 4 names. You are a commoner. You're not?
I'm pretty sure the name was Noble.
Oh, okay. I thought Lars.
He picked Lars just because it wasn't common.
Lars is Noble. Yeah. All the common names should be.
So you're a nobleman then. That means you are so you're a senator class, a senatorial class within Mithdosica. So what happened? Who is this man? Who is he? Explain yourself.
It's more of like the classic teenager rebellion meme where it's like my family is technically nobles, but I've kind of distanced myself from them and tried to go out on my own and take help from them as a basically drunk bar fighter meme.
I see. Okay. Born in the city of Regia, the home city of Clan Regia, everything was paid and pampered for the majority of Lars's life. He was given the finest tutors, purchased the finest wife, given the finest things. But it quickly grew stale. He had earned nothing, and yet lived the best life a man could ever ask for. So he fled. He began to spend time in the slums, getting in bar fights. He gambled and drank, adopting the phrases and words of the streets. How would a boxer get noticed by the Emperor? Has he done anything of particular note, or is it really just his family connection?
I can say that maybe like one of his best guard was in like drinking in a tavern at some point, got into a fight, and ended up beating him like very easily in a fist fight, and that kind of made him recognize it.
Okay. While traveling to the imperial city of Mythos, Lars got in a drunken duel with a man who claimed to be an imperial guard. He was, and yet Lars still won. His legend soon spread of the noble turned boxer beating a guardian of the Emperor. Yeah, I think that's enough. So he's basically just been whoring and gambling and fighting for the last 20 years of his life.
We could even say that maybe, well, whenever he got afterwards, after he won the fight, maybe he got taken in, and then it ended up being like, oh, instead of killing him for beating up our guard or something, we just take him in.
Okay. He was shortly thereafter arrested and brought before not the Department of Civility for a criminal case, but instead he was brought before a proconsul of the Department of Faith. He would pay for his crime by service to the Empire. Here we go. Perfecto. Yeah, that's good. You're gonna have to do a lot of shit to understand what your character does, because pugilists are actually very complicated. But in terms of my side of things, your character is done. Klappa.
I wanted to talk about the AC memes on what armor I'd be taking. I think that's the only thing I wanted to really talk about.
Okay, so I think pugilists have a special feature similar to the unarmed defense from
that was my
things, but I don't actually remember, so I have to fucking read all these fucking things. You're also gonna have to reform it. God, you can use Constitution instead of Dexterity to determine your armor class when you're wearing light armor. So it would be 2 plus 11, so your AC should be 13.
For Constitution, you said?
Yeah, so you can use Constitution.
This is before I've done my ability score bonuses from leveling up as well, though.
No.
Oh no, you did it automatically.
I did Strength. If you don't want to do Strength, we can do something else, but...
God, it's so tempting to take those fucking ogre goats, but I can't. Yeah, okay, it's fine then.
Okay, then yeah, your AC is currently correct. It's 13. So instead of adding Dex mod to your light armor, you add Con mod to your light armor.
Okay.
No, Bing already took a magical item. Go.
He did? Yeah. Which one?
Only one person can get a magical item?
No.
And he's the only
gets
paladin.
One, but he already took his.
Oh.
Alright. Yeah, everything else is good. Oh, what's your dog's name?
I think I'll just do Butch.
Hound named Butch. Wow, that's a beautiful name. Yeah, I'll probably read your thing and figure out how the dog mechanics work. I probably will just make it an NPC sheet that you have control over. That's probably what's going to happen.
For what it sounds like, he takes the same turn as me as a bonus action.
Oh, okay. Cool.
That's my understanding.
I could read it again. By the dog.
Yeah.
Okay.
And he's got some 6 that he gets later.
Okay, sounds good. Yogi and Ethan, is there anything I can do to help you find Gentleman?
Oh shit, there was a question I had. Oh yeah, how does the is there like a system of like squires and knights in Mithdosica?
No.
Shit like that? No?
No. You can see in the character creation thing, knights are equivalent to centurions, so any sort of thing like that is going to be service in the Legion.
Okay, alright, cool. And does Mithdosica have like cavalry?
Yes.
Like cavalry battalions?
Yeah.
And what do they fight with?
Lances.
Excellent! It's all coming together.
Yo.
I'm gonna click apply changes and see if it
Oh,
works.
I don't think it will.
Okay, then we need to remake your sheet.
I'm working on it. I'm already like halfway.
Wait, how?
What do you mean?
Where are you? What sheet are you
try to
remaking
remake
it on?
I canceled it, but saved changes just in case.
Oh. So
I'm.
you click save and exit.
Yeah.
Okay, so for me, it's still in the character mancer. So.
So you can hit save and exit, and then you'll be
Are you
everything
sure?
that I have.
Okay.
If you erase everything on my sheet right now, I'm gonna hang
Did
up.
anything change?
No.
Okay, I clicked save and exit. Okay, I am gonna fix your sheet though, so it has a token instead of an art. Okay.
But as a token.
Yeah,
Oh.
you understand.
Yeah.
You can comprehend.
I tried to carry over my invocations, but they wouldn't carry over. Do they go in my features and traits?
Do they go in your features and traits? Yes. Oh my god!
And
Every
where
time
do-
I open
how
your
do I-
sheet, it puts me on the character mancer thing. Ah!
How does my spells aren't showing up in my attacks either?
I'm gonna click a button and just if it fucks it up, I will fix it. Okay, thank God. Your spells
You
are
should
not
have made
showing
me.
up in your
Okay.
attacks.
They are not.
Did you put them in manually?
No, I dragged them.
Oh, that's because none of these spells go into your attacks.
Eldritch Blast doesn't?
Oh, wait, no, that one should. The rest of these shouldn't though. Okay. Go back to the spells tab. It changes it for both of us when you change tabs.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna add your Eldritch Blast. Yeah, what's up?
What's the career progression to become a centurion in a cavalry regiment?
Basically, one sec. What's your damage at level? You're level 5, so it does 2d10.
More if I pick, or I get my charisma bonus if I do agonizing, which I was going to.
Oh, okay. Then do you want me to add that to the attack? Your charisma bonus?
Yeah.
Okay. What's your charisma bonus? Is it a +5? Okay.
It's a +5.
Sheesh.
I got that 118.
Yeah, so to become a centurion basically just means you need to serve in the cavalry for a long time, Ethan. Anyone can become a centurion. It's like basically the highest level NCO position in the Mithdosian army.
Okay. All right, and you just like one just enlists in the Legion when they want to, or is it like drafted? Or...
Yeah, you enlist in the Legion. It's a voluntary military.
And what's the youngest that one can enlist?
14.
14. All right.
What's the youngest a Galadrim half-elf can enlist in stuff? Because it says minimum 4 years, so I made my guy 22.
What?
What?
What are you referring to?
If you in the character creator under half-elf under Galadrim, it says they have to serve for 4 years, and that's why they have medium proficiency.
Oh yeah, that's back when the
kingdom
kingdom existed. The kingdom hasn't existed for like 100
So
years.
I don't have these?
You do have the bonuses, you just don't have the
I don't have to have done it for 4 years.
Of service because the Empire Kingdom doesn't exist.
Then I'm 21 now. I've subtracted 1 year.
Yeah, you're also a registered spellcaster Mithdosian, meaning you were probably born here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Do you want help adding anything to your sheet? It seems like you're chugging along.
I can chug along. I need some help probably with the personality and stuff, and like 100%. How the background affects everything.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. When you get there, let me know.
Okay.
And I will be fucking with Ethan.
I think I got my weapon correctly done. It's 1d8 plus strength proficiency plus the 1. I need to make sure I don't have any other bonuses from Monk.
Oh, also, even though you guys have these like super long Mithdosian names, you should just pick out 1 or 2 of your actual names.
Well, I'm going to go by just Zed. Okay. Even though it's Zednarius or Zednius, I'm just going to be Zed. Unless someone, like, I demand respect from them. Then I'm going to have them say the whole shit.
It's literally only, like, in super formal context you'd ever say someone's full 5 names.
Yeah.
You guys can call me Zed.
Yeah, what's up?
Are there orphanages? Like, if someone's mother dies in childbirth and they have no clue who the fucking father is,
Indeed.
they just get...
There are religious orphanages.
Nice. Okay. Of what religion?
Aurelian Soul.
Okay.
Dodo's losing his mind. No, why will you min-max? Why?
It's not even min-max. It's so freaking strong.
Just take the item, please.
You could prevent us. No, dying to RNG is the most based form of dying there is.
True. That's a true warrior's death right there.
Not even upset when that happens.
Losing the crit.
When it happens, then I'm unhappy.
All right, well, Doda or not Doda, Jesus, Ethan or Yogi, if either of you guys need help, just poke me. But other than that, I'll probably be vibing and shitposting in the chat.
How do you want me to manually pull in all of my things, like otherworldly patron? I have to manually pull in.
Yeah.
Or I have to manually type.
Yeah.
How do you?
Don't touch any of the patron stuff. I'll deal with your subclass.
Okay, so skip that. Pact magic I want, probably. Oh, Jesus, I'm not going to copy all that shit.
Dude, I've had people play custom classes like Blood Hunter before and not pick a feature even though it's super good because it's a pain in the ass to add to their sheet.
Well, Pact magic's just automatic. It's like how many slots I get and shit.
Okay.
I don't need to actually pay attention to that. Yeah. My invocations, I do need to.
By the way, half the fucking party members literally look like the Giga Chad meme. Like, especially Dota's character. It's literally just Giga Chad.
Yeah, what do you want me to do about it being low res?
Oh, no, I found a high res version already.
Oh, dude, it is Giga Chad.
Yeah, literally Giga
Sick.
Chad.
Add it up, Giga Chad.
Yeah, and then
Being is changing his magical item, I'd like to say.
No, he's not. No, he's not. You pressured him. What did you do to my baby boy? Did you pressure him?
Dude,
he's gonna be cringe and pick a sword.
Peach's character is gonna meet the fucking group and immediately have an aneurysm.
Yeah, true. It's like the most true. It's just a bunch of super jacked men. It's like a JoJo episode, and she's gonna have a fucking aneurysm.
Well, I'm a manlet. I'm very short.
Yeah, true.
Wait, who's this other Giga Chad?
We have you. We have Yogi's character, and we have Dota's character. And they all have like super long Mithdosian names that are like 4 names or more.
It's like how big is your character? Like how big is he? How tall and how large?
5'11",
He's actually squaring
Asking-
up, dude.
Asking for unrelated
He
reasons.
wants to be exactly 1 inch taller than you.
You said 5'11"?
160 pounds.
Oh,
it's
I'm
not that built.
so you're gonna probably want to increase the weight a little bit.
180.
Yeah, he wants.
I don't think so. You're more like
Oh, man,
Conor
you're
McGregor right now.
That
if you know his
dude.
body type.
No, dude, no. That dude's barrel chested. You want to at least like 205, I'd say.
Yeah.
Maybe like 215. Okay.
I was just saying his stats are
That
like.
dude's
Conor
massive.
McGregor.
All right, 5'11", 205.
There you go. All right, that'll do.
Wow.
What's a good weight for a 5'4"?
5'4". What body type
He's
do you
like
want?
skinny as fuck. Just make yourself
Actually,
like
you want,
120
like,
or
slender.
130.
Actual twink?
I'm just
Yeah.
looking at him.
Yeah. Oh my god. Yeah, 120, 115 probably.
Okay, 115 is what I had. Okay.
Okay.
Cool.
Yeah. 115 will do.
I'm very small.
Oh,
I don't think I gained any
didn't
other
talk to
name.
fucking Peach or Bing about the fucking things on the left here. Whatever, it's fine. Whatever.
It's just our reputations, right?
Yeah, but with the different departments, I didn't really explain what the departments were.
Actual JoJo episode.
Yeah, true. Yeah, the three of you just like march into the fucking office, each bigger than the last, and then this tiny little woman in a short little twink walk in.
From what I understand,
Well, me
the
and
only
the
thing that I
dwarf
get
is short.
No, the dwarf is big though. He's huge.
From what I understand, the only
wide
difference to unarmed attacks is I get 1d8 instead of what it would more normally be at like 1d4 or whatever.
Yes, correct. You also get Haymaker though, which is a modifier on hit. I think. Oh, fisticuffs? I don't remember, dude. It's been so fucking long since
You
I've
make
had
attack
time
roll
to
with an
play
armor strike. I already have. You can declare. Should we
I
make
mean,
all attack
Lucius is technically a pugilist.
or with disadvantage? When you deal damage, do not roll, but use maximum die.
Is he like a custom class?
No, he's just a pugilist.
He's kind of a pugilist, but not really.
The reason he's not really is because he's an NPC pugilist, which isn't like
all
higher
attack rolls
class
in turn.
levels.
Haymaker's not that at all.
Oh, it's not
You take
bad at all.
disadvantage on your attack rolls, but you get maximum damage die if they hit.
Okay. Alright, well, I'm gonna start updating the overlay with character names and stuff that you guys are working on. Some stuff. Renesmee. Wacky name.
I feel like I'm gonna
We
regret.
can
not
just
taking-
call her Esme,
Well,
right?
sure, but
if
that's,
you want to.
that's not her name.
Oh, okay.
I ain't gonna put no fucking slang names as fucking motherfucking.
Alex, how extensive are for instance, if someone were to tell the legionary recruiter that they were 14 despite them only being 12.
Yeah, you're fine.
Okay.
Yeah. Push come to shove, they'll probably take a fucking 7-year-old as long as they'll hold sandals. Like they have room for almost everyone in the legions.
If you want to
Yeah,
check the settings on the breath,
If you enlist that young, are you just like into combat with you, or do you do something else?
It'll be like a sandal bearer or something.
Okay.
Would me and oh no, you changed your name. No, you're Maximus Titus still, right?
I don't know why. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, you changed your character a couple times. I don't remember
Sure.
if you would have changed your name yet. Would we know each other? Because I'm Titus as well.
Probably
And then would
not.
I know Peach because I'm Fabricio?
No, certainly not. These clans and
Okay.
families have.
That was just
huge
my
numbers of
father. Yeah. What's the?
Dolores just supporting without knowing. Oh, that's so cute.
That's like my name and then my father's name. Is that the normal like
Yep.
first name, last name, naming conventions if you just knew someone casually?
No. So normally, like in terms of how you'll actually address people, 99% of the time you just go by your personal name or another name if you really prefer it, like
Sure.
a family name. But in formal settings, you're supposed to say the whole thing. Like
Yeah.
for you it'd be Maxus Titus Gaius Bologna, or for his character be Zednius Titus Fabricio Verusian.
Oh my
And if
god!
someone is-
Oh,
and basically, you know how
so
fancy
stuffy.
someone is by the number of names they have. If they have 5 names, they're like very, very, very
Wow.
important.
wow.
Yeah. And there's certain names that if you hear them, you instantly know like this person commands respect because they have like the emperor's family name or something, which can also be granted as like awards for service.
I think I can just build my character Because I have my spells. I have everything that's like important. I just need to like manually, tediously bring everything over.
Okay,
so we
then,
can work on my
That's what I was going to say. We should get your magical items. We should get your background and your personality traits. And those are
I need to look at the magical item list.
I'm going to let you do that for a little bit then.
How do we gain XP in this campaign?
Just the normal way.
So, killing things?
Yeah.
Completing quests?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Oh, it linked me just the one Dota wanted.
Check the math on my brass knuckles now.
Click the fucking button. Go worship a god and put it on your shield.
I am now multi-class
uncommon.
The first session, he literally charges into an enemy to die so he gets revived. GG. Real? Don't say real. Don't you say these things.
What, Alex? What's
too good.
enemy the legions fight against?
What's the what?
Common enemy the legions may fight against. You just need a
Tabrashan rebels.
Okay.
The Trollkin are coming.
In like 10 years after his service.
Oh, we're 10 years back?
No, you guys are in 1279, but like back when he was serving in the legions, it would have been a while ago. I'm assuming.
Oh,
Yeah, the event I'm trying to get happened 9 years ago.
Yeah. Like more recently, the legions have been fighting undead and then giant armies of like Tabrashan, not rebels, but actual princes. But I didn't really. It doesn't. It's a very recent thing. For most of the time, they're just fighting occasional rebels. Did you know that Zed's a League of Legends champion, Yogi?
I do. He's like the assassin dude.
Yes, he is.
It's also just like the letter Z for bongers.
Bing bong. The wicked bitch is dead. Okay. I feel like there has to be like form-fillable versions of OBS overlays. Like that has to be a thing, surely. But
Bro, once we level up, my dog's gonna bust.
my dog. Do you have a dog
Look
in
at
real life?
that really good. Yes, but not really. Compared to what I'm doing in this.
What does it mean?
It's like a little lap dog.
Oh.
What's the name of the element a Centurion commands?
A century.
Century. Yeah, I suppose that makes sense.
Make my
Yeah.
I can make my familiar the type that makes the most sense with my subclass.
Okay.
Like if it's genie, a sprite, if it's fiend, an imp, or whatever.
Yeah, and if it's a kraken, a small octopus, I get it.
Actually, there is a old dog I used to have. I can make my new.
I don't know if an octopus would be good enough, would it?
I don't change my dog name on the sheet. Did you write it
He
anywhere?
needs to be able to fly.
Yeah.
Did you write my dog name anywhere on my sheet, or am I able to just
In your
change that well? Okay, I'm gonna change it to Bishop.
Bro, holy shit, how the fuck am I supposed to put numbers in these boxes? They're so fucking small.
Real.
I'm working on
Not
the overlay
fake.
and this shit's fucking so tiny. How the fuck are people supposed to read this shit? Okay, I think that works, but god, that's so fucking small. Holy...
A barrier tattoo? Interesting.
No.
The tattoos are busting.
It's cringe.
I can send you a link of them if you want
It
them.
has a tattoo on the art. I could
It's
it
soy, dude.
works.
It's soy and cringe.
The only thing soy about the tattoos is you can take them off.
True.
What?
Real
You
shit.
can't?
Can you?
In raw, you can take them off and it becomes like a tattoo needle.
Yeah, it's not happening, but...
If we had rare or very rare, the rare tattoo would be sick, but 12 plus Dex mod kind of stinky.
How about you rare D's?
Let me take the emblem!
Wearing medium armor doesn't impact my spellcasting if I have proficiency, right?
Correct.
Okay. I just have to be able to, wear it because it's heavy. And I'm not very strong.
Did you check the math, Archon?
I have not checked the math. Check the
I
math.
mean,
My brass
intellect.
knuckles now.
No.
Okay, I'll go check it.
Necklace of
I think it's right. As far as I've counted, there's no actual bonuses unless I activate them. So just
Rod
pass
is a
it.
pact keeper.
I don't know if I have to adjust the crit damage memes at all.
Wait, what do you want me to check?
Just make sure it's configured correctly.
How the hell do I know? You probably know more about the Peakless class than I do already.
Literally, the only difference is I get +1 to attack, +1 damage. That's it.
Great.
I've already put that in.
Oh, magic.
I don't know if everything else is correct.
Yeah, now it's correct. You did. Good job.
Okay.
Righty. Okay.
Now let me take the emblem.
Let me take the emblem. No.
Grid.
You already have your tattoo. Be happy.
What? I have my
It's a
what?
+1 to my
You already have a
spells.
tattoo.
Good.
Be happy.
I'm not happy. I could be not dying to crits right now.
Okay, so I'm gonna let you guys. So there's.
I'm gonna tentatively choose Rod of the Pact Keeper, but I'm probably gonna change it at some point.
So personality traits and background. I just want to finish that with all of you guys, and then we can die. Then you can just finish the other stuff on your own time between now and next session. So.
Oh, it's not in the thing. Okay.
Let's take a look at Ethan's sheet. Very nice. Very nice. He's like a knight.
Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah.
Ben nice. Ben nice.
I know a bunch of languages.
Wow.
Very cool.
Thank you for sharing.
Wow.
They'll definitely come in handy.
It
Oh, yeah, is
actually
that the
probably will.
language?
The Empire is highly
Is that the
multilingual.
language I chose? Yes, yes, it is. That is the language I chose. Excellent.
Oh, yeah, you also speak Mythos inherently. Okay, cool.
Bing already knows Dwarven, right?
Yes, Dwarvish.
Okay.
Don't you get a horse automatically for being a cavalier?
Yeah. Yeah,
what's the name of your warhorse?
Mickey. It's over in my things.
Oh, I see.
The
Riding horse.
feature. There you go. And that's all the various. That's how I decided to keep track of the various shit I have on it.
Yeah, there you go. I fixed it as
'Cause
well.
the game-
I made it so it ignores unmarked items and you're still encumbered.
That shouldn't. Wait,
Oh,
why?
you're encumbered by 0.14 because of your 7 silver pieces.
It's my fucking money.
Yeah, 7 silver pieces have you encumbered.
The money can go on the horse.
True. What's the uncommon magical item you're taking?
A saddle of the cavalier.
Oh, nice. Oh, that is insane. What the fuck? Attack rolls against your mount have disadvantage. That's insane.
Yes, which is
So they have to
extra.
kill you instead of your horse.
Well, they already would have to do that due to the born to saddle.
Yeah, what are you gonna do?
no-
You guys have to go dungeon delving.
Oh, well, then I'll go dungeon
He'll
delving.
take his horse.
I don't see an issue. Why do you think I have the longsword?
You named your horse Vagar? What?
He did.
Big
Bing
but-
named his horse Vagar, yes. I think there's some symbolism there. I just don't know what it is.
I knew I forgot something. Haha.
Okay, yeah. I mean, your sheet's good, Ethan. Like, I don't need to touch it. You're fine. It makes sense. I mean,
I
you
have
made enough
to-
characters in Valorous. I'd hope that it becomes second nature.
To add the feet.
Okay.
I forgot about that.
Yogi, let's work out a backstory and personality traits, and then you can finish the rest on your own.
Okay.
All right. So, let's do background first.
Yeah.
So,
Crazy spy boy.
oh yeah, he's a member of the Frumentari. So, Frumentari generally recruit from the most poorest areas and most destitute, horrific places to live in the entire empire at very young ages. So,
Am I different or?
no. I mean, do you want to be?
I mean, I've got all the names right.
That doesn't mean anything. That's a
can be
reward
from-
for service.
I can
to
be
the Frumentari.
from. Sure. Okay. Yeah. I can be from humble beginnings.
Okay,
for
so
sure.
yeah, born in the city. So Gnossius is one of the shittiest cities in the entire empire. So born into Gnossius within the slums.
Oh, that's where they wanted to
of
send
the
Michael
city.
though.
Yes, they did. Zednius lost his mother to consumption, his father to drinking, and his 2 siblings to the Legion. Soon, he was alone, scrounging and surviving. One day, he tried to steal from a man with a sack of coins bulging over the seams. The man caught him and offered him a new purpose in life. Zednius was 11 when he was brought into the Frumentari training program. He learned the art of deep undercover operations, and he was dispatched on his first and only task for the Frumentari. So, I don't know if you read the whole thing. The Frumentari, their entire purpose and existence is into deep cover, decade-long operations. So you've probably only done one job for the Frumentari in your entire time in the organization. So what was that job?
It was...
You just lived the life of another man for 10 years, essentially. But
yeah, which wouldn't be that difficult if it depends on when I got my warlock stuff.
You probably got it. My guess would be... Actually, I don't know. I'm not sure. My guess would
because
be...
deep undercover because I was going to take the invocation for disguise self at will.
Yeah.
Which I think would go hand in hand with the spy business.
Sure.
So I think it was, just being deep undercover in one of the enemies.
Sure, but it wasn't like a dangerous place. Like, was it a military target? Was he doing political espionage?
It was political espionage,
okay. So, only task for the Frumentari. He was embedded at the court of Kiayaz Zygmunt II of Slasky.
Or would they do religious spying?
They do, absolutely.
Okay, then it would be a religious spy.
Okay, he was embedded in the Cathedral of the Almighty's Hope in Kirtan. There, for the better part of 10 years, Zednius was a loyal servant of the church. He wore a monk's habit and cleaned pews. He overheard conversations and managed finances. When his over 10 years of espionage and waiting in the shadows, he was never called upon to do anything else. 10 years of his life gone, and no enemies of the Empire apprehended. So I think that he probably got his magic back in the slums, because I think that could be one of the reasons why I was recruited into the Frumentari. Or would you rather have it more recently?
I think having it longer is better.
Okay. So
yeah.
I'll scratch surviving. Zednius found his thought in the slums. Zednius felt his daily thoughts drifting to ways to escape from his current situation. One night, in a dream, he heard a voice offer power and the potential to escape. He took it, believing it to be a dream. Okay. Now, then, so, yeah, he's had it for a long time, but more recently, with his service in the Frumentari behind him, a place in the ancestral bloodline of Varusian, and a senatorial and a promotion to the senatorial class. Zednius can do what he wishes. His service to the Empire completed. So yeah, I mean, he's already had an illustrious career as a successful member of the Frumentari.
You said I never apprehended anyone?
No, I mean, if you were doing church espionage, not really.
So I just gather intel, a ton of intel.
The Frumentari, the reason they're so feared is because they're so deep cover. They'll sit in a spot for 10 years, learn nothing, go home, GG, and they get tons of rewards for it. Because on the off chance they do find something, it's like they'll never be suspected because they've been there for 10 years already. Like, you're not going to suspect someone you've known for 10 years to be a spy.
Nothing, go home, GG.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, kind of, yeah, basically. You've met Frumentari agents before in other campaigns, Ethan. Cicero is a Frumentari agent. He did nothing. Like, he never did anything pro-Mithdosian the entire time he was in that party.
Cicero?
From Mountain Game. The mercenary.
Who?
He was friends with Lug. Oh my god,
Cicero.
you're dementia. This is a dementia moment.
Dude, that was so long ago! It was like a year ago!
It was like many years ago. Okay, alright, so that's background. Now, personality traits.
Skeptical for sure.
Okay. Skeptical.
Based.
Okay. This is also the first time he's actually been himself in almost a decade.
Right.
Since
So
he was,
probably.
Like 13.
So I mean, like to go with it, I guess the flaw would be paranoid, but
Yeah.
So this is his personality trait. Skeptical.
So does he talk fastly? Does he talk slowly? Does he voice his opinions to the people around him?
I think he talks too fast for his brain.
Nope.
God,
Who's
what are you
testing
doing,
things?
bro? What are you doing?
Like he can't keep up. It's just going.
Yeah. Okay.
So I might say half sentences and like just finish them in my head, or I don't know, something like that.
Okay. All right. What's his ideal? What is the thing that has motivated him, or that he believes in morally this whole time?
Well, I think it would be have I had any contact with the Warlock patron since I started?
I think
at
every
all?
once in a while you would get dreams, premonitions, nothing like warnings because you've faced no super intense danger in your life. But
Is it explicit that this thing is what's helping me? Because I've gone from rags to riches, and I
certainly not.
Okay.
No. You know you have magic, and you don't know its source. I think that's the biggest thing.
So I probably think I was just special and
Could be.
born
I mean,
with it.
yeah, clerics and sorcerers could be any of those things.
So what is my idea? What am I striving for?
Maybe it could just be service or loyalty. I mean, the Empire has basically given him everything.
True. Yeah, I mean, whoever it was that, like, whatever it is that brought me from rags to where I am now is what I am devoted towards.
Loyalty.
So the Frumentari,
Zed was
and then
pulled from the depths of depravity into the riches of senatorial life. He will fight to maintain that. I think that's the biggest thing. So it's not really loyalty, it's more so wealth. I guess he just wants to remain wealthy, or at least have status. And then his bond, something that keeps him connected. Honestly, it could just be your handler.
yeah, whoever that guy is.
Okay, he's going to be a very high-ranking member of the Frumentari, so let me go find him. He probably has 5 names, so let's go roll up 5 names. Name lists. Oh, and he needs to be a part of House... where is it? Perusian. Alright, so 2d20, no, 3d20. So we have... Tullius, Gallius, Marsusius. I'm just saying Marcius because it's easier to pronounce. Perusian, Verusian. What a wacky name. Tullius Gallius, Marcius, Perusian, Verusian. What a tongue twister, dude. Was the handler of Zednius Zed for nearly a decade. He goes by Tullius. So he is a part of the Imperial Dynasty and a direct descendant of the first Emperor, so very high ranking, which is how he'd be able to even give you the ending name of Verusian, because Verusian means you're descended from the first Emperor, which you obviously weren't. So this is just a reward for your service.
Okay.
Okay, great. I think we are good with that. You still need to work out some of your mechanics, add your features and stuff. Dota still needs to fix some of his pugilist stuff, and Ethan, your sheet's fine. It's good. I don't really have any.
Yeah, can you just look at
Sure.
the feat that I added is I think it's kind of strong. Now I'm not gonna complain if you're not gonna complain, but it's allowed.
It's fine.
So
What's the feat?
Okay.
The disadvantage on your
This last
dog?
thing needs to be, this middle thing needs to be a reaction. That can't be for free.
you can force an attack targeted.
Wait. I need to reread that. I misread this. One sec. That first one is fucking insane.
Yeah, and this is like base game. It's like full base game.
If your subject is... Okay, that third one seems totally fine.
Okay.
That second one seems I don't know. It's a little bit weird, but maybe yeah, as a reaction.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fine. As a reaction, you can that whole thing. This top one is fucking absurd. This is the most ridiculous thing I've heard in my life. You have advantage on melee attacks against unmounted creatures that are smaller than your mount, which is every fucking creature. That's so not chill.
Yeah, that's kind of the point.
I don't even know how to rewrite this in a way that's balanced. That's just fucking ridiculous. I don't know what to say. If this is just gone entirely, are you still okay with the feat? It's still pretty good because it keeps your mount safe. But that first one just seems so insanely overpowered. It's advantage on every attack.
I mean, the saddle actually, yeah. Yeah, it's mostly for, well, actually, it's mostly for that first one, but that second one is good enough that I'll
okay, great.
I'll keep the feat.
Yeah, that's such a insane feat. I mean, I guess, yeah, no, that's just broken. I don't know what else to say. It's just advantage on every attack. Okay. Alrighty. Yep. Well, I think that's all we got for this one. We will do this again next week at... Oh, this was free, by the way, because we didn't do anything, you know. Next week will be good. June 16th.
I have no money.
Don't tell me that. Thursday.
Oh, it's after the 15th. I'll have money then.
Oh, okay. Alright. There it is. Alright, that's the next session. I'll probably poke you guys about specifics between now and then. Oh yeah, PDT, thank you. And update your sheets. But that day, we will do our first session. You guys will all meet. We'll figure out exactly what your task is, and the first act of this campaign will be the Forest of Hate.
Hype.
I'll see you boys later.
Sounds horrific.
Awesome.
Bye now.
See ya.
All right. Well, thanks for sticking it out, Baker. And you know, maybe on Friday. Or I guess I'll see you tomorrow for Way 4. Hasta luego.